gun, automatic honey child.
Welcome, friends and family, to another episode of an online podcast. Here today we have Noslar.
Hello, gaming.
Odysseus.
Hello.
And my brother, Rydog.
Hello. Hello, Kyle. Fellow brother.
Well, there's some sad news I'd like to let everyone know about. Speedrun Nation is no more.
Oh, what?
Rydog and I we had a meeting, and he and I and the rest of our team sat down at a long table, and we realized we were going to dig ourselves into a hole.
The investors felt it was best that we take a name change.
What's the name?
Well, we don't want to dig ourselves into a hole. That's the main point. We don't want to be known as Speedrun Nation anymore, and we don't like the idea of exclusively talking about gaming and speedrunning. If we stick to that, we're just going to dig deeper and deeper and deeper. And you know, when you dig a hole, that it just gets narrower and narrower as you go down.
Furry gorillas, and you can't get out of it.
And then you're going to be streaming on Hitbox.
So
then you get a sub button, dude. Epic.
So. To lighten the mood, we're gonna reveal our new name. Now, well, I guess we should say Nosler and Odysseus are not part of our show. They have their own show. Would one of you like to explain it? What you have going on?
Yes, we have the very popular Speedcast, the Fastcast, where we talk about speedrunning and various other memes. We don't have an episode
from.
We don't have an episode yet.
Where did you guys come up with that idea?
It wasn't from Speedrun Nation. Let me tell you that.
Totally stolen, dude.
That's weird.
Well, friends, let me give you some advice. Get out now. Change your name.
You're going to dig yourself in a hole. I mean, the deeper you go, it just starts caving in on you.
Well, it just so happens that I just decided that we're gonna rebrand the Fastcast.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Oh, where'd you get that idea from?
It just came into my mind.
I mean, aren't we rebranding as speed? Oh shit, no. Well,
we're going to be talking about movies instead of video games now.
Well, Speedrun Nation, we still own the rights to Speedrun Nation, but we're just gonna have that as a segment. You know, it's the segment now will be known as Speedrun Nation, and we'll discuss some things that relate to speedrunning, but not much because there's never really anything going on.
Yeah, that's true enough.
And well, without further ado, time for the name reveal and the reasoning behind the changes. So long ago, I came up with a name for a podcast years and years ago, and I named my YouTube channel after it. And Rydog and I now host an internet podcast known as Serious Individuals, where we discuss anything.
Nice law. I like that law.
We discuss anything. See, we're not digging ourselves into a hole. We're gonna just climb a ladder that's expanding as it goes higher. And one day we'll reach the clouds. We'll have a decade of episodes behind us, and that's the plan.
Nice.
Yes. And all of the necessary changes most of them have been made, and at the end of our meeting, we all stood up at our long table with the team and Rydog and I, and we said we got a bright future ahead. And some guy went over and flicked the lights on and off just to give us a little flash up in the air, just a little flash of light. He said, "This is the bright future that's coming. It's up above us, bright future. Here it is. The lights are flickering. They're flickering on and off." And we said, "All right, thank you. Sit down now."
Beautiful story.
No, actually, it's touched me.
Are you crying?
I might be.
the Fastcast
Fastcast.
joins serious individuals for a dual podcast. And we're going to be discussing, sadly, a bunch of gaming news.
Oh, but dude, we love gaming. Epic.
Yeah, I love games.
Although,
All
to
right.
be fair, the entirety of E3 was fairly shit.
So,
Oh, that's a spoiler. Crap.
Yeah. Give overall impressions at the end.
Cut that.
Rydog and I we have a studio and a team, and we're not just in separate locations right now. We're at the studio and we're behind a
Look,
window.
I'm about to... Kyle, put your hand out. I'm about to high-five you.
Nice.
A little bit delay there.
Proving all the
a little bit of delay
naysayers.
there.
We're gonna prove the naysayers. We are at the studio and we have a team.
Like the Howard Stern documentary on Netflix. Check it out today.
Howard actually called me up the other day and he said, "Guys, congratulations. I'm gonna be listening, and I'm looking forward to what you have in store." So what's this news? What's going on with ChazGamingUK?
Well, it appears that he's uploading his Resident Evil 5 New Game Plus Any Percent speedrun. It's 12 parts, and he's uploading the title in different languages. So there's multiple uploads in different languages right now. Oh, then he removed the videos.
Oh, he uploaded a video I saw today, and that's gone now as well. He uploaded like a full run for once, but he's removed it.
Well, he, for whatever reason, uploaded it in 12 parts. The last part was 54 seconds long.
Well, it's a segmented
That's a
run.
real mystery. I don't know.
But they uploaded a full run though today, and I watched the end of it, and he stopped the timer at the wrong time. That was good.
That's a bad move.
I think we should fly through a little bit. Okay, we're gonna fly through some very not uninteresting news. Matt Matt M_TT received partnership. Yippee-ki-yay.
But it makes you wonder. Matt got partnership after appearing on SRN episode 2.
Oh right. Okay. You're right. Yes. We were gonna really delve into this one. I forgot.
There's a
about
real crazy boost in his numbers after that appearance.
I mean,
So-
let's just say it's no coincidence. After appearing on Speedrun Nation, he gets partner. Is that just a coincidence? No,
Absolutely not.
no, of course not. I mean,
I feel like your team should take some of his profits from now on.
well, let's just say
Well,
that
our
we,
team
yeah.
got-
Let's just say there's a little bit of work going on behind the scenes that only us here at Serious Individuals know about. How close do you live to Stonehenge, Odysseus?
Do you want me to Google map it for you right now?
Well, do you live?
It's south of London.
Do
So.
you live southwest of London?
No, I don't.
No, we're both North peoples.
Yeah, we're really far north. Like pretty much like closer to Scotland border, pretty much.
What a shame.
And I'm smack in the middle between the south and the top of Scotland. So.
Yeah, he's like right in the middle. I'm a little bit more rough.
Well, Team Fastcast, I'd like you both to meet up at some point and take a trip to Stonehenge and give us a live report.
As you can see, me and Kyle met up already, and we did a live report from the radio, or the what is it called? The UFO fucking mailbox in Nevada.
Yes. This photo was taken south, about half a mile south of the Little Alien Inn in the middle of the Nevada desert. This is one of the. This is taken. We're beneath the.
So
Well,
you're wearing a hoodie.
Well, there's a bit of.
Yeah, it was windy.
Well, the thing about this photo is there's a bit of. It's sort of like an illusion here. Like Rydog appears to be like 3 to 4 inches taller than me, but he's actually the same height or an inch shorter. Yeah, so I guess. Well, nobody can see this if they're going to be listening to this. Well, I guess I'll include a link. There'll be a link to this photo.
Shouldn't this photo be like a picture?
Yeah, I was
Or
thinking.
did your team not choose for this picture to be the photo?
Well, we'll have to fix the illusion going on here because I would never have guessed that it could actually turn out. It could actually be such an illusion when this was day. I mean, he was standing right there next to me, and I know he's the same height as me, but he just somehow appears much taller.
You know,
And he's leaning back as well, so it's like an extra inch.
Yeah, we're beneath the extraterrestrial highway sign. This is kind of like northeast a little bit of Area 51. Yeah, we'll have a link to this photo in the podcast episode description, extra info area for anybody wanting to view it. Yeah, this was one of our first field reports that Rydug and I took.
We've been podcasting for almost a couple of years now. So when you guys get to Stonehenge together,
yes, and don't hold back when you're there. Don't follow the rules and stay behind the ropes and all that crap. You know, go walk into the middle of it all.
Yeah.
Get some, feel the stones. Look for any clues or any oddities. You know, maybe somebody has missed in the past 100 years. I mean, Stonehenge was basically reconstructed. The original stones just were deteriorating and falling over, and a team came in about, I don't know, decades ago, and they did construction work on it and made it look, made it presentable, so tourists would visit and look at it and go, wow, look at that. Like, it's not, or if they never, if they would have never touched it, it would have been a pile of rocks on the ground, like rubble basically by now.
yeah.
That's a fun fact that nobody knows. Very few know about. Most
You know
people,
about that?
Some serious facts there.
most people think that these stones have been standing there for thousands and thousands of years, and they just have never changed. But if you actually go look up the restoration project, restoration efforts, you'll see that they've done a lot to these stones over the years. Yeah, so hurry up and get down there and give us a field report.
Give me like 5 minutes and we'll meet there. Don't worry. The UK is a small country.
Isn't it like not even the size of Texas?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not like.
Sometimes you get
small.
it's even smaller than it actually appears on the maps you look at, because it's stretched. If Greenland, for instance, is not that massive. A lot of people don't know this either. You look at maps and you see Greenland, and it's this massive chunk of land. It really isn't that big. It's stretched because of to make it a one big map. I forget how the exact reasoning. I'm not getting correct here, but it's a pretty small place. You guys could meet up in an hour, right?
I think we could, yeah.
All right.
Like, not all the way down to Stonehenge, but probably distance-wise
Well-
between me and Naz, we could meet up in an hour.
You guys could probably go to Leeds.
This is what you're talking about. We're already there, dude.
We're
We're
probably
there right
from...
now, dude. One minute. I'm going to take a picture right now. We're already there. Let me just get this.
You guys are gonna meet up in Leeds?
Our team
No.
cameraman's a bit unprofessional, so I'll just give him a second.
Is there going to be an actual picture of me, I wonder?
Or we can edit out this dead time right here while we wait for this picture.
Yeah, this team member's fairly bad. I think we should fire him, to be honest. If he doesn't get his picture uploaded sharpish, then
Yeah,
it'll be off with his head, to be honest. Well, news just in. It's uploaded. I'm just getting on it. Hopefully this link works. Oh, yeah.
All right.
You can see there's a Disick on the right, and then there's me on the left.
Well, I had my suspicions, but I guess I'm positive now that the Fastcast, they're just a bunch of clowns.
Oh!
What? They don't take this stuff seriously. I can tell. Maybe you guys, if you don't step up here, you may not be invited back on to Serious Individuals. We want a real field report.
okay.
All right, no more clowning around. All right, no more clowning around.
Just have private words with this team member. 1 second. Why the fuck did you tell that shit bitch? Come on, wait, get out of here. He's done for. We're serious gamers now, and we're going to take it seriously. Okay? So we'll get a better picture to you in like 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. Be a better picture.
I mean, come on, guys. This photo will also be linked in the info area for this podcast episode.
I think Stabby lives the closest to the Stonehenge, by the way, so why don't you ask him to go down there?
Actually, Stabby could take the photo, dude. Oh, nice.
He's your new team member.
Is he here? Oh, he's not here, is he?
There
He
you go.
is here.
He's playing the game now.
Well, I don't think Lego cystic fibrosis is a game, but
I wish it was it.
Let's, I guess, everybody wants to talk about E3. I think we could kind of breeze on through, we don't need to hang on any game for very long.
all right.
So
Can I start
Given that
it?
there are very few that I would even consider
Well, EA is
looking
first,
at.
so that's just like, do we
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. So, start it. Yeah.
Go on, start.
Kyle, this is where you insert the.
Oh, let me bring up that. No, I will not be
Yeah,
doing. I will not be doing things like that. Okay, that's not part of this.
Wow.
It's not gonna be. We're not gonna. That's just following the trends, huh? We're just gonna follow the trends. Throw in the sound bites that everyone uses and all that. Play the song
up?
that everyone knows.
What's
Like,
up, Speedrun Nation? It's your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news.
And we got cold clowns?
Oh yeah, see?
I disagree.
I think we know who the real clowns are now.
So, okay, EA stuff. What went down during the EA
So-
press conference? It appears not much of anything from what I'm seeing here.
No, there was tons of stuff, Kyle.
Like,
every-
let me quickly,
every
in my
single
opinion, this I can get my views out of the way very very fast. Like, quickly,
go ahead.
Like, watch this. All right, Titanfall 2 stuff. Don't care. Titanfall 2 single player. Don't care. Madden
I bet
17.
Jordan cares
Don't
about
care.
that.
FIFA 17. Don't care. FIFA story mode. Don't care. EA giving money to charity. Don't care. FE. Don't care. Star Wars game. Don't care. Battlefield 1. Don't care. That's my honest opinion. So, take it away.
All right, so Madden announced that there's going to be an esports mode where you can compete against other people in the world. But who the else buys fucking Madden games except for people in the United States? So that's number one. FIFA also has an esports mode now, which is, whatever. That's kind of dumb too. I don't know what the fuck FE is. As far as I heard, it's a ripoff of that fucking Yarn game that Microsoft released.
Oh, that was EA as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah, that was EA. They did that last year. Oh, Yarn. Yeah. It was
Yarny?
Yeah.
FE's just another fucking ripoff, isn't it?
It's like an indie game, yeah, basically.
Yeah. Oh boy, I bet it has pixel shaded graphics as well. Is it a 2D platformer that's actually 3D?
No, it is 3D.
Hmm.
That's all there is to it.
Battlefield 1, we got to see a little bit of the squad gameplay with Snoop Dogg smoking a big joint while playing with Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was kind
That
of
was a pretty good meme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good.
Thoughts on smoking weed?
Like before like they all started playing the game, it was like, Snoop Dogg, have you got a secret weapon? He's like, yeah, I got a secret weapon, and it showed him while he was playing the game and we was smoking a freaking joint.
I think that's the best part about so far about this. I mean, I there's something there that's pretty funny, but it may not be that exactly. Like, it's more about when you think about it. You got to really think about what is happening there with him, Snoop Dogg. Why is Snoop Dogg at E3? Why is
He's a gamer, dude.
there's
Why is
something
he-
there
why is he
that's funny, but it's not
He's smoking
in
a
your
joint
face.
indoors. Surely, like, marijuana is illegal, I think, in
Los Angeles, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's illegal there, and he's smoking it indoors.
That's a fire
Well,
hazard.
it seems like
I mean, the worst thing about the EA press conference was that FIFA Story Mode wasn't following the famous Boss 123. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Luis Fernando.
yeah. I think just EA in general was really boring. Like, they had really nothing to show that wasn't already shown. And like, it's like, yes, they have Star Wars games. They didn't really show them. They just said, yes, okay, Star Wars. The end.
Was it a new Star Wars game or was it just the fucking VR shit?
They announced 7 new Star Wars games that they were working on.
Oh boy.
Some of it was DLC, so
Battlefront wasn't even that fucking
Oh.
good though. I bet there's
Yeah.
gonna be a new MMO for Star Wars.
they've already announced it. They didn't show it at E3, but there's already gonna be a Battlefront 2.
Oh man.
So they're probably gonna show it next year. But yeah, what rating does EA get from everyone? They showed at least 9 games. That's what I wrote.
Well, I think to rate you'd have to watch it, but you don't even have to watch it. That's how bad it was. So
Yeah.
pretty bad.
I give it 2 Snoop Dogg blunts out of 10.
I give it, because I was mostly interested in Battlefield 1, I give it a 1 out of 5.
Ooh,
So 0.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Alright, sounds like it was awful.
Yeah,
Let's
it was
move
really
to
bad.
Beth.
Well, get ready because Bethesda wasn't any fucking better.
Bethesda was just.
Bethesda came out and announced Quake, the return of the arena shooter, but they're gonna do class-based shooter now.
And it's
So basically, it's gonna.
and it's an esports
they're doing-
focused.
That made me
Yeah.
want to like snap my monitor. Like seriously, like it's fucking
So-
funny, dude.
They're basically
kill
doing
me.
a competitor to Overwatch.
Why does everything have to be esports now?
Like in thing, right? The thing about Overwatch esports is like no one knows if it works yet. Like the reason why Counter Strike Go works is because it's like a well-defined game. Like there's maps, there's 5 against 5 and all that stuff. But have you ever tried watching Team Fortress competitive?
No,
It's
I'm
like
not
you
12,
might be
so-
listening. Be quiet.
You switch to like a character and he's like already dead, and you switch to another character who's already dead. That's what's gonna happen with Overwatch, I reckon. It's not gonna be interesting to watch.
It might be. It
I don't
might be.
know.
Yeah, well,
it's-
you'll see once the competitive
feeling
mode
it.
comes out. You'll see once because competitive isn't even out yet in Overwatch.
No.
I look over these games listed here. None of them excite me at all.
What about
Look, I'm just-
Skyrim,
I'm-
dude? Come on.
I'm
You're an Elder Scrolls game,
I'm a
dude.
I'm a critical man. I look at these games and I just go, look, I mean, we can all just give our quick opinions on each of these. We have Quake, Doom DLC, Prey reboot, Fallout 4 DLC, Skyrim
What kind of
remaster,
DLC?
Elder Scrolls card game, Elder Scrolls Online DLC, Fallout VR, Dishonored 2. And I'm telling you, my first thought is, a lot of that sounds awful. No, wait. A lot of that is something I would never even care to look into, and I guarantee the next the Elder Scrolls is dead. It's a dead series.
Well,
I think the only game I was interested in was Prey, and that's because they're copying. Well, they're not copying, but they're inspired by System Shock and shit. That French company loves that Ken Levine dude, or whatever his name was.
Oh, yeah.
I was not excited for anything from Bethesda. No, I didn't play Dishonored 1. I was thinking about getting it for the summer sale, but then I was like, I don't know, I could use that $5 for other stuff. And Fallout 4 is fucking shit. It's fucking just a struggle to get through right now. Skyrim Remastered is a pretty nice.
Who wants Skyrim remastered? There are actually
Console
people out there
gamers.
who want
It's
that.
actual console gamers want it remastered.
Yeah, console games want it, but they're still releasing it on PC.
Yeah.
That's the thing now. If you want it on PC, it's basically a free upgrade. So if you want to upgrade
No, it's
it,
not.
It is. They
I've got
announced
some
it.
advice for some
you have
people
to have
here.
the DLC.
Do you?
Look,
I read that you didn't need the DLC.
You have to have the DLC to get the remaster on PC.
You know what? Here's some advice. Here's some insider info. You want a great Elder Scrolls game with great graphics? Go get Morrowind. Get the graphics overhaul mod, and you've got the greatest Elder Scrolls game you'll ever see. It's guess what? Morrowind's like $5. Overhaul mod, it's free, and it's the greatest RPG. You can't get a better. You can't play a better RPG.
Kyle, if you could send one message to Todd Howard right now, what would it be?
It would be Todd. Don't make any more games. Don't make any more Fallout games. Don't make any more Elder Scrolls games. You're just gonna aggravate me. You're just gonna aggravate me, and I'm not. You're just gonna make me angry, Todd. Don't make any more Elder Scrolls or Fallout titles.
What if he makes Doom games though instead?
Doom is. I don't care. Doom. DOOM. Fuck. No, I don't. No, I don't. No. I don't
The
get.
Doom DLC
These
like
games
multiplayer as
don't
well.
interest me. Like I don't know how people get all hyped up about a new FPS. I don't understand it. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I think Quake could have been a really good announcement, like for an FPS, but they immediately ruined it by saying that it was going to be like an Overwatch clone, basically.
I just after playing FPS for over 10 years, I don't know how people still get excited about new FPSs. Like they're just. I don't know. I don't know how people still get excited
Well,
about them.
Oh, I just think you missed the in the Quake like reveal. They'd like kind of hinted at a new Wolfenstein game. But that
Oh
was
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
hint
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
but Wolfenstein's, who cares? Yeah, similar with Doom and Quake.
I actually like the new Wolfenstein game. I thought it was pretty good. But to go with what you said, there's zombie games later, Kyle. But I want to talk about.
Oh, dude, I love zombies.
There's quite a few zombie games I think that were announced as well. So Bethesda, I don't care about Dishonored or anything like that. Did anyone even care?
Nope.
No.
I played the first one and I really didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't speedrun it? Isn't that what everyone did?
No, I don't speedrun games, but I play. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Titanfall 2 single player will not speedrun it.
Probably.
Whoa.
I can think of someone who will speedrun it.
FIFA story mode will not speedrun it.
Boss should.
Yeah, boss definitely should, yeah. But whatever. I did want to say stuff like that, but I totally forgot, so it's whatever at this point. But Bethesda, I give them a 1 for... I don't even know why anymore. I might as well just give them a 0.
Yeah, I'm giving Bethesda the 0.
Yeah, 0. I don't like Bethesda games, to be fair. So I'm kind of biased. I'm probably like one of the few people that just doesn't like their games. So
Yeah, they're
Carl,
pretty overhyped.
I should like Dishonored, but it's just not Bioshock, so... No.
Friends, if you want good graphics and a great RPG, go get Morrowind in the graphics overhaul mod for $5.
Yeah, the
If
Steam
you-
sales are this Thursday at the time of recording.
Alright, let's move on to the Microsoft stuff.
This is the first one I actually watched a good bit of, and I also watched most of Sony's, so
I
I
watched
compare them.
Sony's.
I can compare them very well.
Microsoft started
no.
off with the Xbox Slim. Does anyone actually want to buy an Xbox?
Is that the 4K Blu-ray player?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, garbage then. Get rid of it.
Well, what's the point in buying an Xbox when they announced literally every game that they announced for Windows 10?
Yeah, but Windows 10's crap. PSA. I would actually potentially go to Windows 10 if they obviously Forza Horizon 3 is like I like myself a bit of Forza, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to go to Windows 10 for it. If they announced Halo now, like the remaster thing they did with the collectors and whatever and all the games, maybe I'd go
yeah.
to Windows 10. But no, none of the games they actually showed for Windows 10 would make me.
None of those games are actually multiplayer, though. You can't go and play Halo 2 multiplayer anymore, right?
No,
They're
you
not
can't.
going to bring that back. Yeah, fuck that then. Windows 10 is fucking garbage. Who the fuck would want it?
I use Windows 10.
Idiots
Wow,
use
someone just
Windows
remove
10.
this guy right now. I don't know why. I think
You're in a podcast with him, Noslar.
I
I
might have to
use it.
remove him from the team, dude.
I use it
I might have to go
because
solo, you know what I mean?
I use it because I'm on Skylake architecture and it's not going to be supported by Windows 7.
I'm on Skylake as well, and it's fine, so it's, who cares?
Are you sure on Skylake? Are you sure?
Yeah, I also have a 390X, so like DX12 and stuff. No, I don't care. Fuck it. I'm not going to Windows 10 for that. Be fine.
Windows 10 isn't that bad, I think. But there's never been anything where I'm like, that's it, I'm uninstalling.
The main issue for me with Windows 10 is if I wanted to get the episodes to live at City Work, I'd probably have to spend like 15 years to try and find some Russian torrent from like 17 years ago
Oh, right, yeah.
to try and get it to work.
Well, that's just Microsoft. But that's not Microsoft, that's Rockstar.
Well, how
But yeah.
come I can't play fucking Scarface unless I, limit my processor's cores and shit?
You need to-
That's just me complaining, though.
I don't know. But,
yeah. My dad almost sold my PS2, and I told him,
I kind of like the Windows 10 meme, the fact that Microsoft are not just Xbox anymore. Like, they actually kind of want PC to be good.
But-
well, not to be good, it already is good, but you know what I mean? Like, they want to have their fair slice in it. But the Windows Store, for whatever, I'm not
no,
used
they're
it,
not
but
doing
I'm
the
sure
Windows
it's crap.
stuff. They're going to be selling all these games that are for Windows 10. They're going to be selling them on Steam, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I read that they're also going to be selling them on
Okay, if they
Steam
do
as
that,
well.
then that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Because I don't want to use fucking Uplay to buy games, or Origin, and Steam. I don't need
That
3
means-
fucking stores to buy.
No,
So they showed off Gears of War. Does anyone care about Gears of War?
I got one thing to say
first
about
one
Gears
was-
of War
Oh.
4. I saw the beta at a friend's house, and when I saw those characters, both of the whatever the enemies are called now, and the humans, when I saw those player models, my first thought was, what the fuck have they done to this series? Like, this looks like what would happen. These characters, the human characters, they look like they look like the type of people that would appear in a video game if some fictional in some fictional world, a guy went into a mall with some technology to transport people into a video game, and he walked through the mall and picked random people, and he said, "Hey guys, you want to go into the video game world? Yeah, we do." And then the fuckers go, and then they all just get transported into the game world, and then we have a bunch of random mall shoppers now fighting off aliens or whatever they're now called in a war setting. Those character models, like Gears of War, is about big tough guys, these massive muscular guys in this armor and in gear fighting these creatures. Now they've turned it into, hey, I'm a little stick-armed man. I mean, I'm not a big guy, but that's not what Gears of War is about. I'm not saying Gears of War is about big guys fighting creatures. Like, that's what it's about, and they've ruined it. They've destroyed it. Now you get this girl running around with a big machine gun. It looks ridiculous. You get this girl running with a bunch of gear, and she's got a beanie on, and she looks like she just got transported into the game world from the shopping mall. And it's like, it looks so awful, and all the male characters, the other female characters, they all are identical. They're in the way they look, in the way it looks like they just were pulled out of the shopping mall and placed into the game world. Like, it looks goofy. When you see these characters fighting these creatures, all I can think of is, I remember Gears of War where you had these massive guys kicking these locust asses, and it looked great. It was a cool game. It made sense if you believe this fictional world exists. But now it's just ridiculous. These character models, they oh my god, they've turned it into, like, it doesn't make sense. It's not believable. It's not believable anymore that these people can fight these creatures. It's not believable when I see these character models. It's not believable at all. Yet they're running around blowing them away with shotguns and chainsaw. This girl's just running around with a chainsaw cutting up these creatures. It doesn't make sense. It's conflicting. The image there is just so fucking conflicting. There's so much there's just so much. Oh, it's just so awful. I don't know. They've destroyed that series. It was destroyed after they released Gears of War 2, but jeez.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Oh my god, who could get into that? I don't know. Who could get into this new one? I don't really know.
I mean, the reason why they added the girl, and probably not being sexist.
No, it's not about just the girls. It's not about just adding a female characters. It's the male characters as well. They look like they don't look like they should be in this setting, and they don't look like they should be able to fight back against these things. It just doesn't make any sense. It's not believable. I saw a good image that summed it up real well. I don't know where that image went. It showed the original Gears of War characters at the top, 3 pictures of them, and their artistic, the artistic work done in the promotional images and all that, and it showed the new characters below, and it's just like, oh my god, this series is destroyed. Like, yeah, it's not about a female character. It's not about that. It's about just all of the human characters. They don't. It's not believable. I'm looking at.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. I'm actually looking at a picture of it now. I didn't notice, like, they are actually, like, they did this guy out of a freaking clothes store, and they.
Yeah, it looks like you picked up a guy shopping at whatever the hell in your local mall, and a clothing store for men and a clothing store for women, and you pulled a bunch of guys out of one and then pulled a bunch of girls out of another, and you put them into the video game. That's what it looks like. It's so unbelievable.
Oh, you didn't include some of, like, the random games and stuff.
Well, like the indie games.
Like Mafia 3 and Psychonauts 2, and I didn't really see any of the others, like, random stuff.
Was that shown during the Microsoft conference?
No, not through the Microsoft conference, but, like, other big kind of games that were announced. Well, not announced, but, like, shown and stuff.
I didn't see that.
Like 20 minutes or something like Mafia 3 and Psychonauts 2 were there, and they showed, like, clips of that.
If it were during the main show, then I didn't see it. So
I was random. But yeah, shout outs to Psychonauts 2 for getting shown and Shenmue 3 for not.
Oh, that is a good point. That sucks for them.
My name's Odasic, and I backed the Kickstarter project for Shenmue 3, and I didn't see any gameplay. And I've never been more upset.
I wonder if it is like the thing about Gears of War is, like, they end the war, and then after a certain amount of time, I don't know how many years, like, Gears of War 4 takes place, and these new characters are part of the war. Are they war trained and all that stuff? Because these guys at the bottom, like the the first characters, they were in the war for like a long, long time. They all survived it like for at least 15 years. It was going on for 15 years.
I'm sure they came up with an explanation for everything, but the point is you could have continued with more macho, tough guys, but you didn't, and now your game is a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, you could come up with anything. It's fiction. You come up with anything, and this is what you come up with. You turn your game into a big joke.
On the end note, Gears of War is like a dead series. I think most of Xbox is like the 360s and like they're like what's the fucking word? Exclusives, I suppose.
Exclusive.
Like
They're not exclusive anymore because they're on Windows, but still, like all their exclusives are pretty much dead.
I mean, just look at the new characters and like, it's so obvious that they're trying to push like. Are they pushing like, hey, look at these guys, real fashionable, huh? Like, no, it's fucking war. It's not about like, hey, look at her beanie and her little pink, her necklace and this guy's scarf and this guy's, God, it's just
eyebrow.
It's just in your face. I mean,
that fucking hell.
Gears of War 1, 2, and 3, gritty. I didn't play Gears of War 3. I saw some of Gears of War 3. I played Gears of War 2 and 1. It's just all about war, and it might as well be black and white grittiness, and that's what it's about. Now you look at oh my god, I'm disgusted. This really gets me going. Some things they really get me going, and this is one of them.
That was pretty good though. I like how we've just we managed to blast through EA and Bethesda, but as soon as we hit Microsoft, I think we spent about 10 minutes talking about the first game they showed.
I think you expect more out of Microsoft though. They're a fucking like billion-dollar company. Like
I do expect more. I expect more.
We expect more because the Xbox 360 and like that, like the Xbox 360 it was actually good.
I expect more out of Sony as well, but I get ahead of myself.
All right, what's Recore?
Recore like a shit knack.
It looks like something that I would never even. I would see one I'd glance over at it and I'd go, nope, not for me.
The thing about Recore is they showed it off and they was like, oh yeah, this looks really good, and then they showed gameplay this year and it really doesn't look that good at all.
Horrible. Yeah, I don't even know what it is. It just looks like a weird knack. The knack was bad, so.
That's the thing. I think something to take away from E3 in general is don't trust CG trailers until they show gameplay. Because like last year, people thought, oh yeah, this game could be really good. It looks really good.
Watch Dogs is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
We just don't get that mind-blowing trailer graphics and trailers anymore. It doesn't. It's not as mind-blowing anymore. Remember the Killzone E3 trailer?
Yeah. I remember that.
That was probably the last trailer, the last reveal at E3 that honestly blew people away. There hasn't been one since. I really don't think there has been one. People looked at that and they went, "Wow, like that's the future." Like that's you don't see anything like that anymore in these reveals. It's mainly because they've kind of. Well, why would it be? I mean, there's only a limit. They can only go so far with graphics, I guess.
I think
once it looks like real life, it can't really look any better. So
I think people have started to catch wind that ever since Watch Dogs came out, I think that's when people started to really start hammering on at developers to make your game look like how it should look like, rather than lie about it and then downgrade it in the future. I think that's when people really started.
So shout out to Ubisoft for that one.
Ubisoft doing something good for once. But yeah, I don't care about Recore. Like last year, it looked like it could be a good game, but gameplay wise, it looks bad. Forza, I have no interest in Forza. Does anyone even have any interest in it?
Horizon 1 was good when it first came out. I never played Horizon 2.
I always get stuck in the YouTube hole. I'm always watching something, and Forza shit will fucking pop up, and then I just end up watching a ton of it, like people tuning their cars and shit, and drag racing them, and then I'm just like, wow, this game is fucking. Oh, I would never be caught dead playing this though. I don't know, man, because what's it called? The Crew was supposed to be fucking good, and it's fucking shit. No one fucking plays that no more. This is a shit fucking game.
Forza's pretty much an annual thing at this point. It's like a Call of Duty at this point, isn't it? So like, do people like stop playing the previous game and then move on to this one? Like, or like, what's the point in buying these annual games?
It's only if you like car games, I suppose. It's similar with like FIFA. If you like FIFA, or you like Madden, or you like NHL or whatever.
You can only get. I think you can only get so realistic though with driving games and stuff like people want realistic driving. I think.
No, but they don't want GTA 4 though.
I think that was back then. I think if you release GTA 4 now, I think people would really dig it. I think going from like San Andreas to GTA 4, that's why people didn't like it so much. Yeah. But
then again, the driving in San Andreas was fucking terrible.
Yeah,
I think out of all the GTA games, San Andreas is the worst driving.
If
even GTA 1 has better driving than San Andreas, and the driving in that game is fucking terrible.
If it was GTA 5 or GTA 4, I can't speak, and then like GTA 4 came out and it was all the same and everything, I think people would really like it. I think people would probably consider it a better game than GTA 5, but because GTA 5 is the newer game, that's considered the better game, obviously. But that's nothing to do with E3, really.
I think they release these racing games every year because a lot of racing game fans. Well, I mean, if I was a racing fan, I would probably buy the best of the best one year and play that until they release a new one the next year, and I probably wouldn't buy anything else. So I would then think I'd feel better about buying it every year if it's all I play. I don't know. I think when you're a racing fan, you don't have a huge selection of games. You're going to just play racing games. So
the Forza games like car simulation games as well, like Assetto Corsa and stuff like that.
It's not like it's I suppose, well, Gran Turismo is similar in a way that it's like it's not simulation, it's just before simulation, I suppose. So it's not aids for like casual players,
right?
But it's still like difficult to play, if that makes sense.
Has Gran Turismo come out with a game on PS4 yet?
Not the last one though, and it's available for pre-order. So like, I haven't seen any trailer for it. All I know, one day it just came up available for pre-order.
Huh? They probably ran out of money. That's all I can think of.
Yeah.
I think that game will be pretty, because they always take forever to develop those games too. Like, I remember Gran Turismo 4 taking forever to come out.
Yeah, I don't play any of it.
I suppose that's the difference between Sony and GT and Forza. Like Forza, every year, but GT takes just ages.
I don't play racing games so much, so I don't really know. Anyway, The Division. Rydog, I think you're the only one who plays The Division. What do you think of the DLC?
Well, the game's fucking shit because the PC port got fucking hacked to shit.
Oh.
And now it's garbage. And that was about the last time I played it.
Oh.
So, yeah, I don't give a shit because it's another Ubisoft shit game where they fucking put out all this fucking garbage for it. They're like, oh, it's the best game ever! And then you play the beta, you're like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. And then it comes out, it's fucking hacked to shit. Everyone's fucking clipped, like, you can just see you through walls, snipe you through walls and stuff. And then I was watching this dude, he was the Division developer or whatever, right? And he's fucking sitting there playing, and this hacker comes up to him, and he's got fucking turbo speed on, and he's just fucking rolling everywhere. He's fucking rolling back and forth, just shotguns the developer in the face, and the developer goes, well, his account's gone, and he fucking goes, and then that was it. That was the last time I watched The Division.
Yeah, The Division's just fucking trash, I think. I've not played it, but I don't want to play it. I don't think I'll ever buy it.
Garbage.
I wasn't really invested in the trailers either. I thought the trailers would it could be good, but I knew for a fact that it's Ubisoft, so it's just gonna be fucking terrible.
Minecraft VR and friendly update, open world. Okay.
They called their new update the friendliest update that Minecraft has ever released.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like the issue with the Minecraft thing, from what I remember, they like brought out John Carmack, and it was like the least, just like it's like he's not even a celebrity anymore. It's like there's people watching it and they're probably like, oh, who's this dude with Oculus on? Oh, I don't know, it's just some dude with Oculus on. That's all they did. They were like, oh, John Carmack's here. What do you think of it? Yeah, it's pretty good. That's what it was.
When they release Minecraft 2, what will be the big change? I think it's going to be voxel. You know, voxel. What do they call it? Voxel, pixel, voxel. You know, you can just, Minecraft is like, I think you'll be able to destroy all the way down to a 1 pixel sized block. You can change. You know what I mean? Like, I think that will be the big change.
Like a game like that now, but I never heard anything after it.
I think they'll make it so you can destroy you can only destroy the 1x1 meter sized blocks in Minecraft currently, but in the next Minecraft you'll be able to pick a spot on the block, 2x2 in this spot, 3x3 in this spot, 1x1 in this spot, and just do whatever. I think that will be the big change for the next Minecraft. I don't know what else they could do. I mean, other than add a few, visual things. But yes, I don't know what else there would be to say about that.
Minecraft's garbage, and it has been for years.
Like, Minecraft. I played a lot of Minecraft, man. I played a lot of Minecraft, and
you built your channel on it, Kyle.
Like, I was into the creative side of Minecraft, like building these things that I would enjoy, just like seeing in a video game world, like that type of thing. That's what I enjoyed about it. But I also played the game until it got kind of boring. I tried to like go real hardcore with it, try to survive on hardcore and that type of thing. But eventually that got old.
Yeah.
Update on the EverQuest voxel-based kind of Minecraft thing. It dropped the EverQuest name. It's £7 on Steam and has terrible reviews. That went well.
Was it in early access to begin with?
I don't think so, no. I think they have like closed beta and stuff. But it's mostly negative on Steam.
Have any of you heard of Voxelstein?
No.
Voxelstein 3D. Well, I recommend you.
Wait,
that's
Wolfenstein.
Well, it's basically Wolfenstein. One little level in a house in a little bit of an outside world, and the appeal is you can break through anything. You can dig through a wall and go anywhere, and if you have like the way this works is if something is held on by 1 pixel, it's gonna stay there. Once it's not held on by anything, it falls into a void. It falls, and that's what. So you could basically cut down a tree and it will fall, or you could cut through bars, and then like you were using some sort of tool to cut through metal bars, and then if you cut through it, it's just interesting to see. You probably have never played a game like this, so it's one level and it's very simple. It's a very simple game. It's like a demo of this engine.
I've played it, and I played it very briefly, and it was pretty fun. Yeah,
it's enjoyable. Like, I don't know. I think if some big developer took this type of thing and made a real game out of it, it would be something great. But I've never seen a game like this, other than nobody has done that. And don't really make it. It doesn't need to be cartoonish like this. This is extremely cartoonish. It could be the idea of voxels and like breaking through anything. I don't know. That would really be a big change for that. That'd be a big change.
So, anything more to say on Minecraft? I mean, I wasn't really interested. I haven't been interested in anything Minecraft since.
They didn't show. The VR thing wasn't. No, it wasn't, because they brought out John Carmack. But they didn't show the thing they showed last year with Minecraft, the HoloLens.
Oh yeah.
That must be dead. Didn't they do? I'm sure Microsoft did this before.
With Project Natal.
They showed something. Oh, what was it? I can't remember what it was called now.
It's that product where you take your skateboard and hold it up to the Kinect. It takes a scan of it, and then you can use your skateboard and Tony Hawk. That one.
They've probably done that 1,000,000 times, let's say, knowing Microsoft, where they've just announced something and everyone's like, whoa, that's actually pretty cool. And then they've just never mentioned it again.
I just like how much Minecrafters have slowly abandoned the Kinect over the years. Like, last year, I think they only showed one game. This year, they didn't even show any game related to the Kinect.
Connector thing.
Yeah, they removed the port for it as well.
What? Slim?
The Slim doesn't have one, I know that for a fact. I don't know about the actual Xbox One. But the Slim was like, you have to buy a connector to connect it to USB.
That's pretty good. Meme. Yeah, I think it's pretty much dead. Speaking of games that are probably going to be dead in like the week after it comes out, State of Decay 2.
Never played the first one. All it did
first one was pretty fun.
The reason why I say it's going to be dead, because there's just so many. There's like zombie games all the time.
Yeah.
Like, what makes this zombie game any different?
Yeah, when we get to Sony as well. Oh my fucking god! I don't know why they announced that game. No, why? Yeah, zombies are bad memes. Let's just skip that. Ignore it.
But I will say later on, that I do like zombie games at times, but
Yeah, like
I'm getting ahead of myself.
yeah.
Anyway.
I don't care about Final Fantasy. You guys can speak about
Final
that.
Fantasy 15.
No,
Final Fantasy 15 was the worst demo at E3 this year by far. Did
Did they show
anyone?
it
Did,
at the Sony one?
well, this is what I'd say. I don't play those games, but I've noted, I've liked the. They really have yet to release a. You had this type of feel in what is it called? God of War 3. How it's just like these. They did it very well in God of War 3 with like the massive boss fights, and if you could take that and put it into an open world game. Other games that have done this, like that one Shadow of the Colossus, what was it called? Shadow. Like, yeah, they did it pretty well in that, I guess. I didn't play it, but I've seen a lot of that. I've seen videos, so I can see what I would see if I was sitting and playing it. But that game really lacked a lot of. It was lacking in the color and the like. It didn't feel like you had a lot of room to just go anywhere. Like if you could really make a game. Like I saw a little bit of the first trailer I saw for Final Fantasy. I think it was that one. That image was taken from it. That one wasn't very great. I thought it just looked pretty awful. But then I saw a piece of a trailer. Then I saw a trailer for Final Fantasy 15 that showed like a big open field, and then there's this giant coming across the field, and it looked like it was done extremely well. Like it was the first time I think I've ever seen what I'm really hoping one day like what I'm saying about these massive boss fights that take place in an open world, and you don't feel limited. You don't feel like you're in a tiny little area and this massive boss is just walking around this little area and you have to just go climb the boss or something. Like you really can run miles away and still see this massive boss like coming towards you, and it's like done really well. That's what the future holds, I think. When and it looked like it was done pretty well. Maybe I should get the video right now. I don't know if it would really play well, but it looked like it would play well. It looked like something that I really have never seen before. So let me try to find it here quickly. Anybody have any other comments?
I think that's the thing about Final Fantasy 15. I do like the look of it a lot, but whenever I see gameplay of it, it just looks really bad.
Yeah, that's the thing about the gameplay. I don't like the whole I don't like how the game plays. I don't like that whole turn-based, fighting and.
It's not turn-based this time though. It's like beat 'em up style.
Yeah, I guess maybe it did look like they changed it.
I can't see that in the Final Fantasy.
I think turn-based is kind of dead now, though, with the new kind of, I'd say, the new generation of gamers. Epic.
When you put your PS4,
turn-based is like Pokemon only now, pretty much. And card games, obviously, like Hearthstone and shit.
Gwent.
I like how we didn't even talk about the Elder Scrolls card game.
I don't like what you
No,
need
Kyle
to talk about.
Kyle mentioned it because he just said Elder Scrolls is dead.
It is pretty. No one wants. I think, going back to Bethesda, I think they want to be Blizzard so much. Like at this point, they want an Overwatch game. They want a card game like Hearthstone. They're probably going to announce a MOBA soon. Probably no joke, a MOBA. They've got Elder Scrolls Online, which is their World of Warcraft. They're probably going to announce a MOBA.
Quake could be a MOBA, you never know. I just said it's class-based and stuff, and
it
could be shit, and then they might end up making a Titanfall with units that you don't control.
Oh, epic.
No, that would be fucking epic for Quake, dude. I'd love that.
Yeah. Next year, Bethesda are going to announce a MOBA, but they're going to. But yeah, next it was an indie game selection. Does anyone care about the indie games that they shown? Apart from We Happy Few was an indie game, and I really like the look of that.
I want to see if it's got a story mode or not, because if it's just a survival game, which it could be fun.
That's what it seems like. It's got a story mode, and it's you have to survive as well. And I don't want to be limited by this freaking survival mode because you'll die and then have to restart. Yeah.
But I don't want a survival mode that's just full survival. I still want some kind of story aspect of the game.
I thought it looked really good though. I thought
Yeah.
like when he didn't take his happy pill sort of thing, like all like this guy was starting to kill this.
I think this is like the
person.
first time it's
I
been
wonder-
like a big show. I think like this game because it's been like announced for like 2 years now. I think.
Yeah.
I think this was the first time they actually showed it properly, and they did well for like showing it. which is pretty
I
cool.
thought it was pretty good. It's coming out on
Other than,
PC,
like,
so
The entire Twitch chat was just like Bioshock or something. I don't know what they were doing. Something like
it does have that Bioshock look for sure. Did anyone else see it or like comment on it?
No,
They-
I never.
Oh,
never
no, the
saw
one thing
it.
I did hate about it, was after it, they were like, oh yeah, that's We Happy Few, and because obviously they showed all the indie games for it, and like, oh, that's coming soon to, what was it? What did they fucking call the gimmick?
Oh,
It's
like
Steam Early Access on fucking Crossbox.
yeah,
And when they said that, I wanted to fucking I just wanted to walk out and die. That's what
yeah. Xbox has their own like early access
Yeah,
now.
Also, coming to this early access thing will be DayZ and H1Z1. And I was like,
I think it's like
fucking
a game preview sort of thing, but I don't know.
I think that's what they called it actually, yeah. But it's still, you have to pay for the fucking game, and it's like it's not finished. It's the worst gimmick. Gabe should just remove early access, to be honest. Fucking finish your game, then sell it, please.
Yeah.
Please, if anyone's listening, just please.
Did anyone play Limbo?
Yeah, Limbo's pretty cool. Oh, they announced the Inside, didn't they?
Yeah, inside.
They didn't show anything for it.
That game comes out. That game comes out this month. No joke. That
Really?
game comes
Really?
out this month. And like, I didn't even know it came out this month until
They
I had
didn't
to,
show
like,
anything
look,
for it though.
Look
And it
at
comes
that.
out this month. That's fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah, it showed more last year than this year. I think they're
Yeah, that
just
should
going
be
off like name brand alone. Like, yeah, we're the Limbo guys. We made Limbo.
I didn't know when the guy walked out, I was like, oh, we're the guys from the creators of Limbo or whatever. And it's like, okay, you don't really need to say that. You're kind of just selling a game here, not going off your past history and stuff. And then they never showed anything, and I'm just, oh, fucking... Yeah, but them two games.
Classic Limboers.
Tekken 7, and I really like the Tekken series, so I'm kind of hyped for Tekken 7 to be
I haven't
honest.
played Tekken in like 15 years, so
Did they mention anything about cross-platform play?
Well, between PC
Tekken
and
7's on
Xbox.
PC now, so yeah.
I have no idea.
Alright.
What about you, Kyle? What do you think of Tekken or fighting games in general?
Um,
I'm not the biggest fan of fighting games. I know that.
Always muted.
Cal's mic's muted.
no,
so-
oh shit.
Epic.
Wait, wait.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yes,
I'm not the
okay.
biggest fan of
I had it
fighting games.
muted here and in OBS. I clicked one and not the other. I wasn't saying anything though until just now. But okay, I don't play those games. I'm still trying to find this video. I saw a GIF, I think, and I'm sure it's from a video I can find on YouTube, but I can't find the video from Final Fantasy. I guess what I like about, like, I think this is the first Final Fantasy that gameplay wise that I've seen, and it looks, if it kind of plays like Dark Souls, let's say, if it's a lot of just running around and killing creatures, and if it's challenging, and if it's not all that turn-based crap, then it may be good. But then you have the whole story behind it all, and if it's really, that's the other thing. I've seen a lot of the Final Fantasy stories. Like, I've seen what they're kind of like, and like the way the characters speak to each other, and it's real, like, it's just something that I just can't see myself getting into at all. But if they would just kind of abandon that, like, that real, like, corny, like, there's a lot of corniness to Final Fantasy, it seems like, with the story and the dialogue, from what I've gathered. But if they kind of abandon that and just make it more like a open world, boss fights, make it difficult, I don't know, maybe it would be good. I just can't.
Well, is it open? 1 minute. I can't remember what The Last Guardian was like, to be honest. But if they kind of go for that kind of vibe, I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty good.
The game that had a trailer 10 years ago.
Not like-
and it showed
Like
something.
the previous Last Guardian or whatever it was, not a sequel. Is it a sequel? I don't know. But the like.
Oh,
game-
Shadow of Colossus.
That's the one. They go for that kind of vibe, but obviously make it JP and like anime style then.
And then,
But I'm not a fan.
That's what I'm not looking for. The whole anime like aspect of it. If they kind of would abandon that type of thing, I think a lot more people would actually consider playing that game.
I think it's the most interesting Final Fantasy game to come out in a long time now. Like, just looking at it. Like, I
Well,
think,
is this like the first one they've ever really announced? Like, I know they've announced previous ones, but you know what I mean. Like, this one's the first, like, in recent history where they've been like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Obviously, they had like the meme stuff with like the mobile one or whatever it was, what they had last year. But this one seems like they're kind of going all out to make people buy it.
Well, it's
I think
definitely. Go ahead.
This game's been in development for a long time. It was originally called Final Fantasy 13 Versus 13 or something like that, and it got rebranded into Final Fantasy 15. It's been in development for at least 10 years.
It definitely captures from these videos. It captures the same type of like appeal, or it has the appeal of like of the God of War 3 and the boss fights, and they really are going all out. It looks like with big boss fights that look like you have a lot of. I wouldn't like it if it turns out. Well, I guess in Gears of War. Did I say Gears of War originally? I meant God of War. God of War 3.
You said God of War.
God of War. God of War. You were pretty limited with what you could do. It was kind of linear during the fights. But if they capture that appeal or that feeling, and they make it more, they give you more freedom in a large area, then, and that's what it looks like. Then the world looks great. Like what I've seen from pictures and videos, like the world looks great, and these creatures look great. And I don't know if the story and the dialogue and all that isn't too annoying, I may try it out. But if I'm just having, you know, if it's just constantly like annoying dialogue, and like I've come to find out these games are like they really try to capture these characters' emotions and like make it real emotional sometimes, and it's like I'm not looking for that, you know. If it's constantly like that, then it kind of ruins it. But maybe that's what it's all about, and they're never going to abandon that.
You don't have any thoughts on Were You Happy For You, or did you not see that part?
Like the indie game section.
Oh, I did see that part, and well, like this is something I wanted to get out of the way before we started to talk about this. Like I said, I saw most of Microsoft's, and most of Sony's, and Microsoft's just didn't flow well at all. It was just awful. The flow was just awful, and Sony's was great.
Sony's like perfect for how they went through it.
This just kind of was. People would scream cringy, you know, like that crap, and that's kind of just a blanket response. That's like I
think like I said about John Carmack's entrance, that's basically what
it was. Just something off. It's not just cringy. I don't even want to think about it that way. Like, it's just like poorly done. It's just like it just doesn't flow well. And like, do they not realize when they bring out people to like what's next? Indie games, blah blah blah. You get down to what happened to that one game? Isn't that part of Microsoft's? Wait a second.
One?
I'm missing something here. The boat one.
Sea
of Thieves. Do they not? Have they not learned that people like? Did you see how? Did anybody see that? Have they not learned from the past? Have they not learned from the past that when people see that type of trailer or game, like these people and they're just phony dialogue to each other, there's like phony conversation. It's just so bad. When will they realize that phoniness is so easy to pick up on? And like, that's the other thing. Throughout all these press conferences, like there's a lot of phoniness going on, but it's like it's about who can hide it the best. Sony hid it the best. There's it's a lot of the phoniness in the terms of, like is this guy reading from a script or is this guy speaking from the heart? It's like maybe he's reading from a script, but does it sound like he's speaking from the heart? Well, then they pulled it off well. There's not the phoniness detectors aren't going off. But when I watched that Sea of Thieves gameplay reveal, whatever thing, and all those people talking, it's just like, is this what they were going for? Did they not realize that everybody's going to see this and go, come on, like, what?
Yeah, I hated that trailer. Like, apart from the game looking totally uninteresting, they had these, like, Let's Players.
The game would have actually probably looked interesting if it wasn't the Let's Play and they kind of did some, like, I don't know, some, like, cinematic kind of trailer and just said this is what's going to be in this game. Then it might have been somewhat interesting, but the Let's Play just made me want to just uninstall a game I didn't have installed.
I just don't like open world games so much anymore, and there's just so many open world games. Scalebound though, did anyone see Scalebound? It was the dragon one.
No, I didn't see the Microsoft conference. I heard that Halo Wars 2 came out and they're like,
we are the best selling console based RTS out there.
But Scalebound is
Oh, no.
it's-
Jog my memory.
it's made by like Platinum, and they make like really fun games. They make like Metal Gear Rising. They've made they made Bayonetta. The original guy who founded the company, he made the original Devil May Cry sort of game. So fun games. Scalebound looks absolutely terrible.
Yeah. It looked, and they did the Let's Play thing, didn't they, as well?
Yeah.
And that, oh my god! And the visuals of that game was, oh my god, it was like an Xbox 360 game. Holy shit! It wasn't even impressive in the sense that it looked good, and the game itself, like the gameplay, wasn't impressive. It was probably one of the worst games it actually showed. That's why I forgot what it was. I think it was probably. Oh, that's what we haven't done, the worst game, but you can't really do that about the previous. You can do it for Microsoft and Sony, but yeah, this was probably my worst game during the Microsoft one.
I think for me it was Final Fantasy 15 because of how badly it was demoed. Like even the guy died during the demo. That's how badly it went. But Scalebound is pretty high up there as well. That's probably the second one. That it just looks, every time I see it, I just think, okay, I really like this company and I want them to make a good game, but this doesn't look good.
So, Dead Rising 4 was open world, right? Now, the last good Dead Rising was Dead Rising 2. Dead Rising 3 is garbage. So, am I to understand that you won't be stuck in a mall?
Actually, it's set in the area of the first game, but it's like the town as well. So it's the mall and the town that it's set in. And you play as Frank West.
Yeah, but fucking... Oh, what, are you gonna drive around in a fucking car that's souped up with a fucking Combine leaf blower?
Yeah.
Garbage. Get that shit. Dead Rising
trash.
is about being in a mall with a fucking katana from a store after you just killed some psycho dude, and you get his fucking katana and fucking just a psycho dude with a fucking Lego fucking helmet on. That's what Dead Rising, not this fucking. It basically reminds me. Dead Rising 3 reminded me a lot of fucking what shit game is State of Decay. That's all Dead Rising is. Dead Rising is terrible, trash game. Shitty franchise now, and they ruined it.
I like that you said that State of Decay was good when I mentioned the first.
I think State of Decay was good because I had a lot of fun playing it, except when I was like, oh wow, how much of this map is there? And I got a fast car and I drove around the whole map. The whole map's huge. There's a giant fucking lake in the center of the map for whatever reason. And then I got lost coming back and I died over there and I could never get back. So I just said, fuck this game, and I stopped playing.
Nice.
Yeah. But why the hell is there a giant fucking lake in the middle of the map? I'll tell
Make
you
it
why.
bigger, dude. Stretch it
Yeah,
out.
make it fucking bigger. That's why. It's fucking
Have you ever
dumb.
ordered an absolutely insanely massive, just huge pizza and there's just a massive hole in the middle?
Oh.
That's what they do, it makes it bigger.
I love crust.
Oh, what about Gwent? Anyone played Witcher?
I'll probably buy Witcher 3 during the thingy, but
Played Witcher 3 and then I was like, oh, I have to fucking use a separate launcher to play this game? I'll
okay, I
play
won't buy them.
this game
Okay, I'm
again.
not.
No, I bought
Thanks
it.
for that.
I bought it for $40.
Shit.
But I bought it off of one of those fucking, you gotta install our launcher if you want to play. So I fucking bought that, and then I played it, and I never relaunched it again. I forget what the fucking program's called as well. So I have no idea where my Witcher 3 game is on my computer. But Gwent in Witcher 3 was fucking boring. It was stupid, and I had no idea what I was doing. And I
think
can't...
Witcher 3 fans like it.
Yeah, I think people really like it.
I don't
so-
think Witcher 3's like. I don't want to diss on people that like that game, but I'm not sure it's a huge game.
I know two people who like it. Jungle Cat.
I know one.
that was...
Other than like, yeah, I know one, and it's my brother, and other than that, I don't know anyone else that absolutely loves that game.
It won Game of the Year at the Game of the Year Awards. Like, it must be.
Oh shit! Oh, it's
must
got
be
to be the
like-
best game ever. Then
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what else won Game of the Year?
What?
Didn't fucking Call of Duty win a Game of the Year?
I don't remember. What, the last
is
one?
he a list?
What,
Your
Black Ops
list of
3?
like.
I'm looking it up.
Is he a list of like all the Game of the Years previously? I want to find the last good Game of the Year.
I don't know. I have no
Hey,
idea.
2013 Rockstar, or not Rock, Grand Theft Auto 5, 2012 The Walking Dead, 2011 Arkham City, 2010 Red Dead, 2009 Uncharted, 2008 Grand Theft Auto 4. Well deserved in my opinion. You know, that's a really good game right there. BioShock was 2007, Oblivion 2006,
2007, 2008 was good. Nice.
2005 Resident Evil, 2004 San Andreas, 2003 Madden NFL 2004.
Nice.
Was there not a lot of good games that came out then, or what?
What year was that?
2003.
Oh, I don't think any games came out like.
Did Vice City? Oh no, it was 2000. Was that 2002?
Yeah, that was 2002. It's 2004. That's the good year.
I suppose looking at this list that I'm looking at, which is the British Game of the Year Awards, which is kind of bad things to put Destiny at 2014.
Oh,
But
man.
the last one is probably 2013, which was The Last of Us. But I've not played that game either, but I know it looks good, and I know that I probably would enjoy it if I had a PS3 or 4.
All right, notable releases for 2003: Game Boy Advance. Fuck, I guess Game Boy Advance, GameCube, PlayStation 2, Microsoft Windows. It doesn't even say this is Microsoft Windows.
The first
came out.
Call of Duty came out in 2003.
Well, I think the Game Awards take place before that, though. Stuntman
for
came
this
out in
one-
2003. That's a good game. Road
For the
Rage
DICE
came out.
Awards.
Warcraft
Call of
3
Duty
came out.
won.
Man, there's so many good games that came out. Why the fuck did Madden win? Banjo-Kazooie, Run
Maybe that
Team
was like
Revenge.
the next generation of sports games or something. Like it was actually really good.
Yeah, maybe. Fairly Odd Parents came out. Breaking the rules. Alright. Project Scorpio.
Yeah, Project Scorpio.
The 4K Blu-ray DVD player.
I like how they showed action shots, like B-roll footage of like a 3D render. That was fucking hot, epic. Like, what was the point in that?
The thing I don't like about this, whatever it's going to be called, Xbox One 4K or whatever, Xbox 4. The thing I don't like about it is they're basically, are they giving up on like Xbox One at this point? Like, is it a new console or is it basically not a 4K Xbox One? Because like even I'm confused.
And isn't it rumored to be like $800?
Yeah.
It's meant to be like in the $800 range,
Apparently
which
it's
is
supposed
more
to be...
than the Sony VR thing.
It's supposed to be
Like double.
the cheapest 4K Blu-ray DVD player, or Blu-ray player. The cheapest 4K Blu-ray player. So,
I think that's-
that matters to anyone.
The thing that's pretty bad about it, I thought, mostly was the developers like egging it up. Like, there's PCs now that can probably get over 6 teraflops, is what they were like. Oh, this thing's a beast! It's six teraflops. Oh my god! There's like probably like
What the fuck's a
billion
teraflop?
It's basically like just like video card stuff.
What a shitty name for a fucking thing.
It's what people like to use to like show how big their penis is, I think.
Oh.
So it's got 6 teraflops. This thing is a beast. Like I get to make the games I want to make, but it's not going to be like that. They're going to make the same shitty fucking games. There's going to be a zombie game most likely. There's going to be all the same
Dude, zombies
shitty
in
fucking
4K,
games.
Oh my god, I can see their fucking disfigured faces.
So honestly, it's, and like when they say like the most powerful console in 2017 holiday, like
How can they
well,
claim that if they don't know what Sony might release something in?
oh no, yeah, how can you? Kyle, have you got anything to say about that before we give the rating for Microsoft?
No, I have nothing to add.
Yeah,
I won't be buying it.
I will be buying it. I give Microsoft a 2 out of 5.
The chance I buy a console ever again is slim to none. Like an actual, not console. I will upgrade my PC from this day until the day I die, but I'm not gonna buy a new console, unless it takes over somehow, unless it is actually better for.
If like, I think the only way like most people would go from PC to console, and I think it's very slim that Valve one day just like, okay, yep, we're gonna give up now, and you've lost all your games, and there's no other like real platform to really use apart from good old games. But they don't sell all the games.
That'd never happen, right? Because that's
Yeah.
what Valve are now, aren't they? They're just a distribution.
Yeah.
And Dota 2 and CS, that's literally all they do.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I give Microsoft 2 teraflops out of 10.
Yeah, I probably agree on that too. But what, Kyle and Ryder, what were your least favourite games or the worst game show? And I'm pretty sure Kyle's is Gears of War.
Microsoft?
Yeah, for the Microsoft one.
Division DLC.
Honestly, I don't really care about any of these games.
Actually, no, Dead Rising 4, because that game sucks.
But I just hate that they've destroyed the Gears of War image.
Anyway, if you do you want to start with Ubisoft?
Man, Alicia Tyler can just sit on my face, dude.
I think that's the only actually no the South Park game, but I'm just a massive fan of South Park, so
That game did look pretty cool. That's probably my number one game for all of E3.
I agree.
South Park.
Yeah, South Park Fractured Butthole.
like the announcement they did last year was fucking like pretty epic. Like when they just walked out.
Yeah.
Said it. That was
The
pretty
announcement this year was also really good though. Like,
yeah.
honestly,
Yeah, like
as soon-
that trailer is so good.
as soon as the trailer came on, it was like a typical Ubisoft trailer, and then it was like a South Park trailer, and then
Yeah.
like I've never been bored and then suddenly really excited before while watching E3. Apart from last year when Shenmue got announced by it.
Oh, what's a Kickstarter? Like, I gotta give him money!
How did that work out for you? The C3?
Yeah, you get any gameplay this year?
No, the game's meant to be coming out in 2017 December.
Okay, so Just Dance 2017 started off with a bunch of furries dancing on stage.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of this one conference.
Oh.
All right, well, you didn't miss much. Bunch of furries dancing like they do at every Ubisoft fucking game. Blah, blah, blah. That's Just Dance. Over and done with.
Yeah, I don't
Ghost
know why
Recon Wildlands. Did any of you guys watch that one?
Yeah, I thought that looked really bad.
The one, the trailer song for that game. Every single time I watch like Twitch on mobile, I didn't buy Turbo for $1 because I'm an idiot. But every time I watch Twitch on mobile now, I get that trailer and the song is just shit. It's just terrible, and it's like, what is this?
What
Oh
song?
no,
is
it's just terrible. Just listen to like if you turn your ad block off and watch a Twitch stream, you'll probably get the advert and then you'll know what
I
I
have
mean.
Turbo though.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try and find the trailer because the song is just fucking terrible, dude. It's like, oh my god.
Is it some fucking Imagine Dragons?
Doesn't know what genre it is. It's weird.
All right. What happened to that one Ghost Recon game that they showed last year at E3?
That was it.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, I'm pretty hyped then, I think. I'm not sure though. Because
It's-
that game looked pretty dope last year. I was like, where the fuck is this game? When the fuck's it gonna come out already?
wait, so like
And then
last year-
Siege came out, and I was like, oh, is this it?
No, well, so you're saying that last year you liked the CD trailer, but this year when they showed gameplay, you
I never
weren't
seen
that
it.
interested.
I never
Oh, you
seen
didn't
it.
see it? Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
honestly, it didn't.
Wow, I
really
can't even find it. I
impress
can't
me.
even find an advert for a game. Like, this is.
It's a typical Ubisoft sort of thing where they have like actors playing people, and it's like they're always saying, "Okay, I'm gonna go over here, copy that."
Jesus, man. And that's like when they showed the Division off.
Yeah.
And they're like at the point to extract. They're like, okay, and he like aims his gun at her. He's like, bang, 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 bang. And then she's like, ah, you killed me. Oh, we were supposed to be teammates. And he's like, oh, all this loot is mine.
That's a pretty good trailer.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
they need to stop that. Watch Dogs. I put Watch Dogs there so we can get out of the way. I thought
Is
it
Watch
looked
Dogs
pretty-
2 gonna pull an Assassin's Creed 2 and be amazing?
The thing with Watch
don't know.
Dogs 2 was when they showed off the parkour thing, it looked like the parkour animations were like 25 FPS and like jittery as heck, and I was like, what the hell, can no one else see this? I don't know if it was my eyes just being my eyes and shit, but it was weird. Like, I don't know, it just looked really stuttery, the animation of him doing parkour. I suppose they're trying to show like gameplay, but then again, downgrade. Why would they not make it look perfect? But it just, I don't know. But yeah, it's Watch Dogs, I don't care.
I just don't like the way they play them sort of games. Like, it's always like really, really slow. Like, I know that I'm being like such a speedrunner right now by saying, "Oh, it's so slow. Go faster. Go faster. Go faster. You're too slow." Like stuff like that. But fucking, it's just annoying how slow they play these freaking trailers. Like, does anyone play games like when they first play it like that slow?
What, like RP walking through the city and hacking
yeah.
cars and shit?
Like fucking, I'm gonna observe that my entire surroundings for about 40 minutes before I decide what I'm gonna do. But yeah,
Kyle, you do
I would do that if it actually looked great. Like
that
if I was transported into a game, like let's just say, yeah, I think if a game isn't, I think if it's not enjoyable to do that, then the game is somewhat flawed. I think that if the game world is boring, you wouldn't want to do that. But if it's an interesting world, I would do something similar to that. Like, that's what I'm looking for. Like, I'm not, at this point with video games, I'm not really looking for something that's great gameplay anymore. I've played so many games that I just, like, I can't get excited about a game that's very similar to something that I've played in the past, but the only difference is it looks better. I'm now looking for something that's, like, mind-blowing. Like, something that, like the equivalent of, hey, would you like to be transported to an alien world that's an advanced civilization on an alien world? Yes, I would. And then I appear in their alien cities, and I can look around. Like, I care at this point a lot more about something like that, like some crazy world that's more just interesting to observe than actually playing a game, playing around in the world.
Yeah, that's the issue with the Saints Row 3 and 4. When the open world game is just shit, because the actual world you're in is just boring and bland, then there's no real point in having an open world game, to be fair.
I think that's just open world in general though at this point. This open world is just like so butchered compared to how it used to be.
And when I played 5 on PC and had everything maxed as best I could and still made it, had a frame rate above 40 or something, I thought, okay, let's see how realistic this world is. And I went walking around the city. I just observed the city, and the game looks great at night, and especially when there's like some sort of overcast and rain in GTA 5. I just remember that's what I've came to find out. I thought it looked pretty great at some points. That's really what I'm looking for. Like, it's hard to get into a game if you've already basically played that game. Like, I played GTA. Like, what can they really release? I mean, they better just, they've already done it well before. So just at this point, make the game world more interesting to just observe. Take what you've already done and make it. I don't know. That's how I feel.
Oh well. But yeah, I'm not interested in Watch Dogs. I didn't even play the first one. Anyone else interested in it?
First one was retarded. You could hack highway signs and it would show long cat, and I wanted to turn off my fucking Xbox One.
Fucking hell. Yeah, the character, the dude with the weird eyes or whatever, like the meme eyes, makes me just not want to play that game. But if it looks good, then I might play it, but I doubt it.
I played a ton of that game, and then after a while I was like, why am I even bothering playing this game? It's so bad. Like, it got to the point where you would go to a place, do whatever in it, steal some fucking intel, and then leave. And then you'd go to another place, steal some fucking intel, and then leave. There's like a fucking base in the middle of the fucking New York, or where is it, Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Middle of Chicago, there's this old base. And you gotta get some fucking hobo to give you a fucking password to a bridge that appears. Just fucking swim over there. You don't need a fucking password to go across a fucking bridge. And then you get this, it's like, oh, the secret fucking lolsec computer's here. And you fucking go to this big hacking empire thing that you fucking found all of a sudden. And you start hacking Chicago. And that's as far as I got, and I was like, this is fucking retarded, I'm so done with this. And then that's when I started watching the speedruns for it, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta give up on this.
When will a game world be as interesting to observe as the real world is? Like, you go take a trip to a city you've never been to and walk around. All you're doing is walking around, and you can really you can enjoy your time just walking around, because what you're enjoying is everything going on around you. But like, I went to New York City and I walked around and enjoyed it because I'm watching everything going on around me. But when will that really be captured in a video game? It's like people would say, "Oh, fuck yeah, just go to the real, go to an actual city and do it." Okay, but everything is just somebody's creation. Yeah, real. What you're really going to the city because you want to see what's going on there. It's like, might as well be fantasy. You don't live there. You're a tourist. It's like, might as well be a virtual world for all you know. When will they capture that feeling in a video game? When will you be able to just like walk around a video game and enjoy it? It's so far in the future, but
I think what I like most about Rockstar and their open worlds is that they're based on real cities, but they're kind of like their own fiction as well. I think when it's like, oh, this is Chicago, this is America, like the Crew did. I think that's when you get like that, and then you realize how just boring it is. I think I think that's when, like, that's why I think more people should do like their own versions of the city, like Rockstar do. They do their own version of LA. They do their own version of New York. I think that's good.
All right, everyone good on Watch Dogs?
Well,
I
I
won't be
hope
buying
it's
it.
good.
I
doubt it's-
I
doubt
hope
it.
it's good. I won't buy it. I won't buy it or pre-order it. I'll wait for some reviews and then I'll probably get it. I'll probably get it like the next day. That's usually what I do.
Did you watch you didn't watch the gameplay trailer for it, or the gameplay footage?
No, I seen that.
It's just
I watched the
it's,
Ubisofts.
it's exactly how you were describing it though. It's like you hack Intel and then you escape.
Is it the same shit?
Yeah, it was. It
Oh,
was.
Oh,
it was
oh, and
exactly
you get your Phantom drone. You can use your Phantom drone and you can hack stuff now, though. And get your Ferrari 458. You driving Ferrari in the San Francisco hills.
And I bet you $100 you go into some fucking forest that's full of redwoods, like you see in every fucking movie. Like fucking Caesar from fucking Planet of the Apes is up there in that fucking redwood forest, and I bet there's some fucking crazy hacker dungeon there, and that's where your fucking main base operation. I fucking bet you guys any amount of money that's what's going on here. It's gonna happen. All right.
I'm not interested, but South Park looks really good.
Yeah.
I didn't play the first one. I did play the first one. I played like 2-3 days.
Well,
of it.
if you pre-order now, Nelslar, you can get the very first.
I think I already own it. Yeah, actually, I might not own it, but
You should play
It'll
it.
probably be on. It'll be on Steam.
Yeah, I
sale.
really
It'll definitely be on
play
Steam.
it.
sale.
That's a really good game. Play the Stick of Truth. It's really good.
But like, yeah, I'm a massive
Yeah.
South Park fan, so I probably will buy that, and I'll probably play both of those games like
I'm-
together at one point.
I'm
You
mostly
fight a giant aborted Hitler fetus in that game. So it's pretty good.
Nice.
I'm probably gonna buy. Like, I don't buy games on launch that much. Like, but I think I'm gonna buy that game on launch. And
Okay.
follow
Well,
it with a
I'm
J-
pretty sure when the first one
follow it
came
with
out, well, the previous one, not the first one, because it's not really a sequel, is it? It's like its own story. But like, when that one came out, I'm pretty sure there was no port issues or anything.
No, it was good. It was
Like
a
how
good
they
fucking
animated and
game.
stuff.
I think the only issue with it was that it was locked at 30 frames per second, but it's
Yeah, but
what
that's the
everyone is-
animation.
Yeah,
It's a
what everyone
TV
is
show. You're
like.
playing a TV show, aren't you? So
Yeah.
It's really whatever. I think that's going to be a good game. For Honor, that's the guy who was really excited to announce his game.
But
I didn't
was
really
that the
think
thing
it was
last
the
year that
game.
was like the Kings and
Yeah.
Queens or whatever it was?
Yeah,
Kings
yeah.
and what's that game called? Chivalry.
the hack and-
Chivalry. That one.
Yeah, like that.
Chivalry rip-off. It'll be shit because it's Ubisoft. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, wasn't there supposed to be a beta for this already?
I thought there was, yeah, but I don't remember anything about it.
That's
But
just another shit game. from
I thought
Ubisoft.
I thought the guy who was announcing it was funny and cool. But apart from that, the game doesn't really look that good. It just looks like a sort of standard hack and slash sort of thing. Grow up. Yeah, that's such a good name for a game. Grow up.
I wonder if it's Autumn.
Why are you playing games? Yeah, that's the game that Zotan runs. Grow Home, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
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 So what's Grow Up? I missed this one.
Do you know Grow Home?
This is just same shit.
Yes.
Didn't that game just come out of beta though?
What, Grow Home? No, it's been out for ages. It's been out
Oh.
for like at least 2 years, I think.
Right on. Trial of Blood Dragon, that's out on Steam right now. Fucking. Apparently it's shit.
Yeah.
Apparently you're a motorcycler, and then you also can get off your bike and fucking run and shit like that.
and shoot and but
Yeah.
I really like Trial, so I'm really disappointed that game sucks.
Yeah. When that game came out, I was like, "That what's the dude? He's in Voltage," which is kind of embarrassing. But that Blaze dude, whatever his name is, the guy that speedruns Trials, I was like, "Oh, I wonder if he's streaming."
Oh, the Blaze
And
GP.
Yeah, and he instantly stopped watching the thing and installed it, and his chart just went to absolute shit. Because obviously a lot of people that watch his streams are like massive Trials fans,
Yeah.
and his chart just went to fucking shit. And he seemed like the only person that liked that game or liked the concept of that game. And I haven't played Trials since like Gold Edition, which I really
Oh, yeah,
liked.
Yeah.
I think Fusion was when it really started to go pretty bad.
Whatever the latest one was.
I mean,
Garbage.
well, Trial of the Blood Dragon is the latest one now, but Fusion
Yeah.
was the one before that.
I can kind
Cal-
of understand where they're coming from because it's like people they've waited 3 years for an actual sequel for Trials and they haven't got one. So
How many viewers did he get for that?
like 300 or something, 200, I think.
Oh, wow, that's surprising.
And he literally looked like he wanted to kill himself at certain points.
Kyle, thoughts on it? You ever played Trials game?
No, they don't interest me.
Excitebike 64 was the best. Man, in Excitebike, fucking, you could play this guy named Ricky Stern, and whenever you'd crash, you'd go, Ricky Stern eats dirt! It's like all I remember. This is a fucking great game. Alright, what's Eagle Fight?
Eagle Fight is a VR game, so I'm already disinterested right off the bat.
We
you
can just skip it then.
Oh no! This was like the best Xbox arcade game, completely just stripped down from what it was, and then made in VR, which was that like Snoopy. I don't know if anyone played it. The Snoopy Flying Aces game.
Oh my
That
god.
was fucking hot, dude. That game was so fucking good, dude. That was
Was it
so
actually
good.
that?
No, it's not. It's not like that at all. It's just pretty well it kind of is because you like flying on maps and stuff. But it's in VR. But yeah, Snoopy Flying Aces, man, that game was so fucking good, and this just looked awful.
Basically, the game is it's a team of three sort of game. It's like Rocket League, I suppose, but not really. So you have to collect these animals, and you play as eagles in VR, and you have to fly to objectives around the map, and that's basically it. And then you shoot the other eagles like pew 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 sort of thing.
Jesus. Okay, Assassin's Creed movie. Who's the star in that one again? Fassbender or whatever the fuck his name is?
Yeah, probably.
The only game I want to be made into a movie would be Bioshock 1.
That'd be brilliant.
I don't think any other game I'd want to be made as a movie. There's probably actually some that I could think of. But
Everyone's trying to get Rockstar to make GTA 5 into the movie when the game's already a fucking movie.
That'd be fucking like shit. That'd be terrible.
I don't know why they're doing an Assassin's Creed movie. Apparently, 75% of the movie is meant to be like during the parts that people really hate in the game. So what's the
Oh,
point?
Wow,
great.
sounds epic.
Oh, does he go and meet Leonardo and fucking Ben Franklin and shit and go get Leonardo's flying kite? Strap himself in for a ride or what?
Apparently, he wants to take itself seriously, like super serious movie, dude. About a freaking like. There's like a game in the series where a character is like, "It's a me, Mario." Like, fuck off with seriousness of Assassin's Creed.
Jesus.
It's ridiculous.
What games would you guys want to be seen made as a movie? That's a good question, I suppose.
Let me look at my Steam library here. Barbie Dreamhouse Party.
Yes.
Bad Rats. I mean, that might be a good one.
They announced Bad Rats 2. Hey, that was
Yeah,
really
I've
free.
seen that.
I think if a game's like really good to begin with and it has a good story and stuff, it doesn't need to be made into a movie.
Well,
Yeah.
like Bioshock got made into a book, I think. Well, I don't know if it's like an actual book. It's just about Rapture and stuff.
Whatever
But
happened
like
to
the
the
actual concept, the concept of Rapture could easily be a good movie.
whatever happened to the Halo TV show that they announced?
Did it not die like instantly? And then there was like, oh, there might be a movie. But, yeah. Oh, right. Have you seen the Warcraft movie? That's the question, actually. 'Cause
Ah,
The
no, I haven't
Walk-Off?
seen- Warcraft.
Oh no, I didn't.
I
was gonna
suppose
go-
that could have been.
My
good
mom
as
and
a
dad
movie.
went to go see it this Sunday. They're going to it right now. Man, back in the day, my mom and dad and me were playing WoW together, and me and Mike, the other dude in the Discord here, fucking like just boost the shit out of them, right? And then I fought my mom and dad while I was naked with a fishing rod and just fucking beat their asses all the time. It was a pretty great time. Pretty great time of my childhood there. I don't know, man. I don't think any game should be a video game.
Yeah.
Any game should be a video game.
I mean, the Prince of Persia movies were apparently pretty good, and the Resident Evil movies were apparently pretty good, but I never seen any of those. And I was thinking about watching the Hitman movie on Netflix, but then again, I could find about a million other things I'd rather do with my time.
I don't think Ubisoft really showed anything more interesting at the end. They announced that they were giving away.
No man, Steep is fucking dope.
Are you serious?
Steep looks so fucking sweet. Plus, it's VR compatible.
No, the issue with Steep is it's a Ubisoft game, so it'll be clunky as fuck.
I-
Doesn't make it terrible.
I was watching the trailer. I was like, how bad are they gonna downgrade this? But I signed up for the beta, so it looks fucking dope.
Oh, I didn't really like the look of it at all.
Kyle, did you
You didn't
watch
watch
any
it.
of the Ubisoft stuff?
No. I didn't see this one.
Steep looks fucking dope though. It looks crazy.
SXX was EA, which is like, yeah, so it's not. That wasn't even Ubisoft, so GG. It'll be clunky as shit, I bet.
I bet it will be. But I'll let you know. I signed up for the beta, so hopefully I get in.
I was kind of hoping for like a Rayman game or something, not Steep.
All right, so
I give Ubisoft though. I give them a 3 out of 5 because of South Park alone, pretty much, because that was just so good. I'm glad they talked about it for longer than like 10 minutes as well. I think they did, and it was so good from start to finish.
I'm giving them a 6. 6 Alicia Tyler booties out of 10.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like it's 0 for Ubisoft, but then Alicia, Matt, and Trey get like 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Alicia's can be a bit edgy at times, so 8 out of 10 for them three.
She knows how to meme. Kyle, anything you're excited for with Ubisoft?
No.
All right. You want to give it a rating, or should we just move on?
We can move on to
Tony.
the best press conference of them all.
Only by a little though. I don't think I wasn't nowhere near as hyped as.
Now the
most
presentation,
people
a few of the games are sort of shite, but
were. Starting off with
You guys want to talk about the rumored Red Dead trailer that they cut?
because they were gonna show it, but then the
And then they showed Days Gone trailer instead.
really oh god.
Yeah, they showed Days Gone trailer, right? And that's allegedly where the Red Dead trailer was supposed to be.
so that might make sense because then the Days Gone gameplay would have actually made sense for them to show
And
that near the end.
So that's the rumor currently that because in the trailer they showed a gunman going into a bar and killing everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, if you look at you look at the game list and like if Red Dead would have been second,
Yeah,
then
that
it
would
kind
more-
of fit in.
That would make way more sense, actually, yeah. I was really confused when they showed Days Gone twice, so like at 2 different points. So that does make sense.
Yeah.
But-
Stan,
I don't know. Then again, when are they gonna show this trailer? You think they'd show it by now? No, it's
They
been a
probably
week.
made a second one or something else, wouldn't they? Or changed the setting
Yeah.
for had a similar
They were-
kind of thing, but a different setting.
They're
What do you
saying,
mean, found easy?
from what I heard, they were asking for 5 hours. They're saying, give us 5 hours, we'll have a new trailer. Just delay the event by 5 hours. They're like, no, we're not doing that. That's what I heard. But then again,
They wouldn't have been able to delay it, so now I'm guessing Rockstar will just wait for that shit to blow over and then release the trailer they would have shown, and that'll prove if the rumors are right or not. Because they'd have shown something by now.
All
Like
right.
they'd have shown it on an extra day on E3 when there was something like the Sudden Dead Day or something. But yeah, they'll release the trailer that was rumored to be on, and if it is what the rumor says, then it'll prove that the rumor's true or not.
Kyle, what do you think? You think there's going to be a mystery trailer, Kyle?
What were you talking about? A guy goes into a bar and shoots people up?
Yeah, so they didn't want to show the Red Dead trailer because the Orlando shit happened.
I don't buy that.
Well, no, the thing is, I would buy it. I wouldn't buy it if it was Rockstar's conference, but it was Sony's, and because it was Sony's, I can understand they'd tell Rockstar we're not showing this because, like at the beginning, the guy was like all sentimental and shit, and instead of having the little ribbon thing on and not saying anything, he like fully addressed it and like said our thoughts with you and all that stuff. Whereas, like then if they say that. If they say that and then show someone shooting up a saloon on the like how long was the God of War, like 5 minutes? It's like 7 minutes after he said this, he just shows someone shooting up a saloon. Yeah, I can understand why Sony would cut it if that was the thing. Whereas if it was just Rockstar's announcement or whatever, then they would probably show it.
Rockstar have delayed stuff due to like events or stuff like that. Like they delayed GTA 3 because of 9/11, didn't they?
I'm pretty sure that was a meme. I mentioned that the other day, and then Powdernet said it was just a meme, but I don't know. It's probably just a meme.
I'm
But,
fairly sure that's common knowledge that they delayed it.
but yeah, people saying that Rockstar can like delve in the controversy and be like, oh yeah, this is going to be epic. It's going to be people make jokes in 5 years time about the shooting anyway, so it'll be fine. But it's Sony, innit? It's Sony.
Jesus Christ.
It's Sony that'll say this. Like it's like that
Really?
trailer would have been an image for Sony, not for Rockstar. That
I
makes
honestly
sense.
don't know if Rockstar are that edgy though.
Reminder: there's a mission in Bardigatoni as well that pretty much is the Florida shooting.
Is there? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, there
there's
is.
one,
Yeah,
baby.
there is. Yeah, forgot about that. But you don't have to kill everyone though.
Yeah, I know, but you get in the fucking way, dude. If you're going fast, they get in the way.
You got to put him down.
But yeah,
This
like-
cow.
That rumor is probably like it could easily be true because it's Sony, it's representing Sony, not Rockstar.
Yeah, I do. I kind of believe you on that then. But Sony started off with God of War. What did everyone think of God of War? Now, when it first came up, like, did anyone see the Horizon trailer as well?
Yeah.
I thought that it was going to be that game.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah,
I thought it was going to be that game, but then it turned out to be God of War, and then I was like, well, this is going to probably really suck, and it does look really bad. I really dislike the look of it.
Well, isn't it like completely conflicting with God of War? I've never really played God of War, but I'm sure it wasn't God of War about like just killing people and fucking people and just being a badass pretty much. And now there's this dude like trying to tame his child into being a ruthless killer or something. I don't know.
Well, you know what's stupid? At the end, he shoots the moose. The moose is still alive. Then he takes his like little fucking knife and puts it in the moose's neck. That's not gonna fucking kill the moose. That's just gonna make it hurt even more. Put it in its fucking brain. Yeah, he put it in his neck, and it was like slow too. It was like, what the fuck's going on here? And then they just stood up and watched the fucking dragon fly overhead like it was a happy day.
Dude, it's like Skyrim 2. Epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trailer did not. Well, the gameplay stuff didn't really. Like, I thought it looked shit, like pure shit.
Yeah.
I can't even know anyone who thought that as well. But people really seem to like. I saw news reports immediately after this trailer. Oh, this God of War game makes me care about Kratos as a character. Like, fuck off.
Isn't he like a ruthless killer?
Yeah, he's like a killer. Like, this guy like fucks chicks and he's like a ruthless killer, and now he's like looking after this fucking shitty little kid who you probably have to take control of later in the game. And like, fucking.
Oh, they're gonna do an RDR. That'd be pretty cool. The game finishes and you control his shit.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking funny.
Jim,
And then-
son
no.
of John.
And then that happens and you control his kid, and then his kid walks up to like some like Stonehenge TV and watches a Red Dead trailer. There's your Red Dead trailer. That's when that's gonna come out. When does God of War come out? Come on, someone speedrun it now. Go.
Well, here's the thing about the Sony conference. I didn't see the very beginning, so I didn't see this whole thing with this trailer shown twice, and I didn't know it was shown twice. What say some more about that? Like, what did you say exactly happened? Like, there was there was some fishiness going on at the beginning of the conference, like that made it seem like something was up, and they were really trying to like scramble to make sense of something. Like,
Well, these are rumors. Rockstar asked Sony to delay their event by 5 hours. Sony said, no, we're not doing that. Then, at the start of the event, Sony dressed the Orlando thing. No one else did at the beginning of the event. They all just wore those fucking ribbons with rainbows on them. And then, so they addressed it, and then they showed God of War. They showed a trailer for Days Gone. And then at the end of the conference, they showed Days Gone gameplay. Which usually, if they show a trailer, they show gameplay right after, right, or something like that.
Yeah, I think.
well,
actually,
normally they don't show a game twice. Like, skip one part. Like, they don't like show a trailer and then later on show gameplay. They show it all at the same time.
Yeah, I think the gameplay actually started with the trailer as well. Like the ending shot of the actual trailer was where the gameplay started. I think. Like, he ran down a hill and did some stuff. I'm pretty sure that's like, yeah, the Days Gone trailer was played straight into the gameplay. So yeah, they pretty much showed it twice for no reason.
You know, like at the end of the Days Gone trailer, it shows him on a hill on his bike, and then when the gameplay starts, he's on the hill next to his bike. Like, it was supposed to flow together like that.
You know, like people that would have watched it if Red Dead would have been there, they'd have been like, oh, it's just a trailer, this is kind of cool. And then they've gone into the gameplay, and it might not have just been like, oh, this looks shit. Because it did look pretty crap.
Yeah, it looked really bad.
The dude had God mode on and infinite ammo. He didn't reload once, and he had God mode on.
It's just another zombie game. Like, come on.
It looks pretty intense, though. There's a lot of zombies on screen.
But like, how like you gotta like this question though? How is it even possible? Like, there's that many zombies, and he's just like if this one guy is taking out like 100 fucking zombies just by shooting them like with his pea shooter gun.
He was able to take them out with God mode and infinite ammo.
Like, just fucking mowing them down, and it was just so fucking boring.
But yeah, I don't know. Days Gone, I think it'll be an okay game. It looks a lot like what's it called? That one fucking game.
I thought it was gonna be The Last of Us 2 when they first showed it.
It kind of looked like State of Decay.
Yeah, I thought that also. But that's the thing, that these fucking zombie games just all look the fucking same, apart from Dead Rising.
Yeah, so Days Gone, shit. Everyone agree? Disagree?
Yeah.
Days Gone?
What about
Kyle? Days Gone?
Did you see God of War, Kyle?
No, I didn't see. I saw. I guess you have these in order. right?
Yeah.
I saw starting with Resident Evil 7.
Okay. We'll quickly get to that then, but Horizon open world game, not interested at all.
Another shit game with a weapon. Weapon wheels are ruining gaming.
The Far Cry with robots instead of like
Yeah.
tigers and stuff. That's what it is, pretty much. That's what I thought anyway. The gameplay they showed was like, oh, what was it?
Fucking walking
I
around,
think
you
what
see
they
some
did
fucking robots harvesting
was
grass. or whatever.
The E3 stream was 30 FPS, I think, and the actual gameplay that they were showing was 60. So for people watching the stream, it looked like shit. Like it looked all pixelated and crap, and it just was horrible.
Yeah. I thought it did look pixelated actually. That was weird.
Yeah, so I think the actual gameplay was 60 FPS. So people in the theater and stuff watching it was like watching 60 FPS gameplay of the game. But people at home watching it on the stream were watching a 30 FPS stream of 60 FPS gameplay. So it ended up being just like muddy and pixelated and shit and looked terrible. So it probably didn't look as bad, but yeah, it just looked like Far Cry with robots instead of animals.
Yeah. I'm not interested at all. Last Guardian though, I am interested in that. It's been in development for like 10 years or something. So
Oh, I saw a trailer 10 years ago of a dog with devil wings, and then, oh, he took my heart.
yeah, basically that.
If only it had a Kickstarter, dude, then it'd have been even better.
I would have backed it as well. I'm like, fucking regret it almost.
I got my Last Guardian plushie.
I want a Last Guardian plush.
Man, I don't know, man. I think that game's gonna be shit. It's
Now,
it's not
I'd
to the
say
point
that.
where I'm like,
but
so
it's
hyped for it, and it's just like, oh my god, I wish this game would fucking come out already. It's just taking forever. It was a trailer was announced for it when it was on PS2, right? Am I wrong or no?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
on PS3.
No, it
Yeah,
was
it's
PS3. It was.
One, like really early though, like really early,
Yeah,
like
like launch
2006.
title, I thought.
Yeah, it was meant to be a launch title for the PS3.
It's ridiculous how long this game's taking. I have a fear with it because it shows him at the temple in every single trailer. He's in this like temple island or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, what? You can't fly. Use your wings to fly. Your wings hurt." And then it's like the fucking dogs jumping everywhere and shit. And I just have a feeling it's gonna be a game where you just go fucking higher and higher and higher till you get to that top thing that they show, and then you just sit there and go, okay, well I guess that was the fucking game. I guess I'm gonna jump off now and get my fucking achievement.
The dog's clearly gonna die at the end as well. It's like the last Guardian. It's like
Yeah.
it's gonna die.
And then the kid's the Guardian, and that's how it's gonna go. And then Last Guardian 2 comes out.
Detroit was next, which was anyone
That game looked
play
cool.
Heavy Rain?
Oh, it's David
all
Cage
that
games,
stuff?
isn't it? That game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't play David Cage games, but like some memers will play it. And it'll probably be funny to watch.
Yeah, it's basically a CG trailer. Like it had all these like different options and stuff, like to save this kid in an interrogation sort of thing against another android sort of thing.
Yeah, then they did like butterfly.
That game looked fucking sweet. It looked so fucking cool. I want to play that game because it just reminded me of LA Noire.
That's why
It's like
it's
like Heavy Rain LA Noire is what it looked like.
And it's got David Cage, so you know it's just gonna be like mental.
Game looks wild, man. It's
So
like that's a really good trailer too.
I think this is where Kyle can come in. Resident Evil 7. Oh, what did you think of it? I thought it looked pretty good.
I like how they took the PT
Oh.
edge, like the playable teaser thing, kind of edge of like making a really like spooky trailer and like doing the actual you can play the first level kind of thing. I don't know, I haven't played it because I don't have a PS4, but
Well,
I suppose it's
I don't really
cool.
care for the. Well, I guess I never played the first. Well, the first Resident Evil I played was 4, and it was pretty good.
That's the same for me.
And then it got real outright. Like I like it when it makes more sense. I like it when it starts becoming real. Like what happened at the end of 4. By the time you get to the end of 4, it was just like where aren't they like? I forget it. I forget now. It was like devil creatures. I mean, like I don't know. I understand the zombies and maybe like
Which one did I play? What Resident Evil 5 was that the one that came with the red Xbox?
well,
Yeah.
didn't it have creatures in it? Like I'm okay with the whole zombie and like real like or deformed looking transformed creatures. People turn into weird creatures and like. But then when it starts becoming like which one had? I remember there was a part that I think it was in 5, or maybe it was in 4, where there was like a giant throwing rocks at you or something like that.
That's in 4 and 5.
Like that type of stuff. Like I don't know. Like here's a better starting point. When I first played the Condemned demo, Condemned.
Yeah.
The demo for Condemned was one of the greatest things I had ever seen at the time. Like in terms of that type of game, like a creepy, like what the hell? Like that was at the time it was actually somewhat scary. Like I remember a friend of mine wouldn't even play it. I had to play it. He also wouldn't play Metroid Prime for the GameCube because he was afraid of the aliens. But he was terrified. He was terrified of. He was terrified of this trailer, or not trailer, demo, and I remember it came on a disc. He had like it was like a those demo discs that they would give, like they would give you like a disc full of demos. Like it came on a disc, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever because I had never played a game like that. It was first person. It was just real creepy and it just worked really well. Well, Condemned later on in that game, it just turns into like it's nothing. Like that first level is nothing like the other parts of the game. Like it just becomes a mess later on. But I mean, you end up fighting like am I thinking of Condemned 2 now?
No, Condemned 1 also goes kind of weird towards the end.
It abandons that whole just like guys with like I eventually you just came upon like all, and you could sit back and like watch these guys fight each other with all these the boards, and like it just worked so well. They'd like you'd walk into this area and there'd be 2 guys swinging at each other. Another guy would come in and swing at one of them, and like you could just stand back and watch it happen, and then one of them would turn on you, and then you had to defend yourself, and like that demo was great. If it would have been like that throughout the entire game, it would have been really great. But Resident Evil 4 was good at the beginning. It was great, and then I just thought it got real weird, and it was just like not so great by the end. And Resident Evil 5 wasn't very great at all, and it was more like the entire game was just the weirdness of the end of Resident Evil 4. And I don't even know anything about Resident Evil 6. I would probably think it's awful if I knew more. But yeah, if Resident Evil 7 is a lot like the beginning of Condemned, I mean, is Resident Evil 7 going to be first person? Is that what they're trying to?
I think that's what they're going for, yeah. Because it's going to be.
Well, it's in VR,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be VR as well, like from start to finish, like the final game.
I guess, but another thing is like once I've seen enough of these games now. Like I never had really played a game that was a first person. Condemned. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Was Condemned one of the original like creepy first person games? Like I can't think of any that.
What actually happened to Condemned like as a series?
They freaking like set it up for a cliffhanger at the end of Condemned 2, but because it didn't go well, like they didn't make a third one, so it's just dead.
In terms of like, there's just so many games now that are first person creepy, trying to be creepy and scary and jump scares and all that, and there's just so many of them now. It's like, yeah, they could do that with Resident Evil 7, and it could be a lot like in the beginning of Condemned, and it could be like it could be creepy like the original Resident Evils that I've seen gameplay of, and I can tell like they work. It works really well and it moves along well. But I don't know. I don't think it would really interest me now. I've seen enough of it that I can't possibly get into it now.
What are your thoughts on when they showed the trailer and they showed that it was Resident Evil 7? It showed VII, and then the VII slowly turned into evil, and then Resident Evil. Kyle, what are your thoughts on that? I know you had a good rant about GTA 6 yesterday.
Well, no, that's fine when they do. That's okay when it's like it's okay when it's done well. I mean, like if there was never a Vice City, a GTA Vice City, and this was the original, it'd be like, oh, that's somewhat creative, I guess. But if they everybody's expecting it, so if they end up doing it, then it's just gonna be like, oh yeah, huh, like nobody, whoa, we didn't see this one coming. Like it's fine. I guess I really rate when I don't care that much about a lot of these titles. I'm not a big fan of most of this. I guess I rate these conferences based on the audience reaction. The overall, like, and I think the Sony conference had, I don't know about the other ones that I didn't see, but I'm guessing, I would guess that the Sony conference had the most hyped up audience of all of them.
No, did you see Bethesda? There's a woman screaming.
Well, not some random person making a
losing her
fool
mind
of themselves. Like I'm talking about like sincere, like genuine, like amazement, like how many times with each game that's shown, you either have an audience that really goes nuts, like, oh my god, this is what we want, or you have an audience that just goes, okay, great, you know, another game. So that definitely happened with Resident Evil 7. Once it showed it was Resident Evil 7, you know, it was like, oh my god, you know, everybody's going crazy for a moment. And that's how I rate these conferences, because like if I'm not a big fan, I can only really judge what they're showing based on like the fans' reaction. So there was definitely a lot of that in the well, maybe there wasn't a ton of it. Well, yeah, there was a good bit of it. There was a good bit in the Sony conference. It happened with Resident Evil 7. It happened with the Call of Duty 4 remaster. You know, everybody loves that. Everybody thinks that's great, but you know, it's kind of a given. It's not very hard to get a reaction out of that. You have the Death Strand. Well, let's move. Sony had some real great moments, and I don't know.
I think would VR sell you if it cost $400 and you had a PlayStation 4 like right now?
Well,
If it
hopefully
worked on
there's some
PC,
price.
definitely.
What'd you say? Sorry, Nos?
If it worked on PC, yeah, $600. But
It'll
Probably
bring
won't
down the
do.
price of other VR headsets, though.
yeah, that's actually a good point.
I don't really. I don't know. VR has never interested me.
I like
You,
that about
it will interest you when you see some VR porn.
I'd only use it for like dirt, and that's literally it. Can't think of any other game I'd use it in.
Dirty porn is what.
War Thunder. War Thunder uses VR now, which is pretty
That's
cool.
gonna be that'd be insane, but I bet I'd feel like sick instantly.
Yeah.
They also showed like more VR stuff, but like it was just too much to list. I think it was like
The Final Fantasy thing that they showed was fucking garbage.
Yeah, I was fucking.
Yeah,
and that
cringy
and that
awful.
dude with the PS4 VR headset on. I don't know why people fucking do that. It's like, why even show that? It's like, oh, look at my fucking crazy head. Now let me look at the camera and do a little thumbs up and shit. Oh my god, it was fucking ridiculous.
The thing about that game is it shows off VR pretty well, and that's what VR is. It's like fucking. It's like you stand still in a certain point. Either you're holding the controller to move, or you have to like put this waypoint down to fucking move somewhere. And that's what they were doing. They were putting waypoints down, and you walk to like a place.
No,
Really
wasn't
quickly so you can do
that the Final Fantasy thing on rails?
No, yeah,
Sure,
yeah,
that was on
that-
rails on the.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
all
that
they
was-
showed
that
us
was
on
it.
rails.
That was it. Yeah, that was it.
What I
They were moving
The
themselves.
thing about VR that I just like, it seems like a lot of people don't. It seems like a lot of people aren't thinking the same way I am about this. Like with the whole waypoint moving thing. Like, do people really think that is that really all they want? Like don't they understand that putting on a headset that you're now viewing you're now viewing it in VR once the headset's on. So why not just play with a controller at that point and forget about the waypoint moving and being able to, like, I don't see the appeal in wanting to walk around. I think it's good enough just having the headset on and being able to view the game in that way and then move around with the controller and then maybe turn my head to view. And you see what I mean? Like, it seems like a lot of people don't, they're either like, I either want to walk around or I don't want it at all. I want to be able to run around in my room to move around, or I don't want virtual reality at all. Like, I think it's good enough just being able to have the headset on and viewing the game in that way. You know, like,
Yeah.
I think the whole walking around your room to move in the world is just such a gimmick. It's so gimmicky. It's just like, it seems like people really want that. It's not appealing to me at all. What's appealing is being able to view the game in that way. Be able to, like, no matter where your eyes go, you don't see anything but the game. Like, when I'm playing on my PC here, I'm looking at a screen. I can see my room. Once I put on the headset, I'm in the game. I don't need to actually run around to move. Just let me play with a controller and move. I don't need the whole waypoint. Now I can move in a 5x5, square. Move over here, 5x5 square in my open space. It's like,
But yeah, after the VR stuff they showed, I thought it was a pretty good trailer. They showed Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. What did everyone think of that?
I thought it was going to be something good, and then I saw it was Call of Duty. And then I said, oh.
Yeah, that was actually like what most people said, which is like people, oh, this actually looks good, and then they realised after like 35 seconds or whatever that it was Call of Duty, and for some reason, even though people were still thinking, oh, it actually looks pretty good, as soon as they thought it was Call of Duty, like, oh shit.
wait,
I didn't understand that like view that people had. 'Cause it
I
did
like the
look pretty
people
cool.
in Twitch chat that were spamming RIP COD.
I want to go back to the virtual reality again. Like that trailer, you're moving around with the weight by placing a waypoint, but like in no way can virtual reality ever be include moving around in your room. Like it just will never work. How will it work? I mean, what I'm saying is like, forget all that crap. Forget all the moving around like walking in my room to move in the game. That can never work. How could it work? Because if you're moving around with a waypoint, so I have a 5x5 space. I start in the center, and then I move until I know I'm near my wall. But I'm in the I'm viewing the game through this VR headset. So I'm forgetting that I'm in a room. I'm forgetting that I'm in this 5x5 space in my room. I throw the waypoint over there. Now I'm in an open area, but I'm near my wall. So like how does this work? It can't work, because the only games that can work with are these games that just take place in one little area, and it's like you're in a lab or something, and like when you get thrown into a big world, like let's say the VR for Elder Scrolls, it's just like, how can that work? It's just going to be the VR headset and a controller. It can never really work with movement in your room.
Mm-hmm.
How? I mean, like, how is it going to work?
Yeah, I think you should only, like my opinion of VR, I'd only buy it for games like I said Dirt, and Rai said like War Thunder, games where
right, because it's enjoyable to just sit there and view the war game through the VR headset. That's what's enjoyable. The whole do you guys feel the same way, that like it seems like most people who talk about VR and like the way they show off VR, they're just like, they're not even. It's almost like they're forgetting about how it feels to view the game through the headset, and it's more about like moving my character with my own body. Like it's like, how could that just can't work in these
it's just a
games.
really shitty gimmick. That's what it is.
It just can't.
That's a good video to show that why it won't work. But I don't know. It's like a lot.
You put on the headset. That's it. Give me a headset. Give me a controller. I'm viewing the game in a new way. That's it.
I think like when you like finally start to move around, you're gonna need like a treadmill in your room to like move, like sort of 360.
Yeah, you gotta have to buy this equipment. You're gonna have to buy some sort of equipment that you walk in any direction, and the treadmill starts moving in that direction. You could go and I start walking to the left.
But like, how much is this going to cost at that point? You're going to need a computer.
It's going to be like a 5x5 piece of. It's going to be like this massive. No, I saw a video of one that was pretty small. It was just big enough to kind of stand in, and well,
I had a track that you could move around in it. Yeah.
But
other stuff. I think VR is basically a meme at this point. It's like people really think that they want it, but like
once you get it, then you realize there's no game for it. And all the games are the same?
The Oculus Rift has been out for I don't know how long, and there's no games for it. The fucking Hive has been out for God knows how long, there's no games for it. The PlayStation will have no games for it, apart from like Resident Evil 7. But like, if Sony have got like an exclusive deal for like fucking VR only to work on Resident Evil 7, then sucks for everyone else, I guess.
Okay, so we all know dreaming is a real thing. People dream when they sleep, and you can have lucid dreams where you are controlling your dreams. That is as close to that's the greatest virtual reality that you can ever get, and it's real. It is real. Like, has anybody have a lucid dream before? Anyone? I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was pretty fucking stupid.
You cannot have a greater virtual reality experience than that. That's the pinnacle. Because that is real. That's going on in your brain. You're in a virtual world basically, and you're controlling it at that point. So one day in the future, far in the future probably, they will be able to trigger. There will be something that can basically get that to trigger. There'll be some sort of technology that can trigger that function in the brain. Basically, turn on your VR. It's like instead of I have to go to sleep to dream, and then to have a lucid dream. That's a whole other story, but it's real. We all know it's real because it's part of the brain, the function of the brain, and whatever. It could be some craziness that nobody knows about. It could be some mystical. God, no one knows. And I'm not some sort of like God sort of thing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying science is not fully. Science is still they're advancing. It's like no one knows what the future holds. So, but we do know that exists. We do know that that people can have lucid dreams. So one day maybe they'll have a way to just turn that on, get that, like, I'll be able to, like, plug in, simple terms, plug myself in, turn on my dreaming ability, even when I'm standing here awake. Turn off part of my, I'm not a scientist. I'm not gonna get into it. But it's, other than that, I mean, until that can happen, until there's some crazy technology that can do that, VR is just a real gimmick.
All right.
Yeah, I think the main thing is consumers wanted VR, and like it originally started like simulator people really wanted VR, like Microsoft Flight Sim and stuff like that, and like Euro Truck players originally wanted it because obviously you just sit in a chair, put a headset on, and it's like you're actually in the game because obviously you're static. But then consumers were like, oh, this might be cool, and then it became a gimmick. Became a massive gimmick like the Kinect and shit, like motion controls, which is, this is just going to be terrible for consumers, I think.
Or another angle, you can look at it at another angle, and it's like transferring consciousness into a virtual world. Like, will that ever happen? Probably. It's like what they show in movies like The Matrix. I mean, is it possible? Who knows?
There just will be. I think VR's like they tried to make a VR in the 90s, and then like they tried to do it now. I think it still needs more time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Anyway, what was else? Infinite Warfare. So yeah, as Rydog said. No, was it Rydog or was it Nozla? Like when people were like, oh yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, it's Call of Duty. As soon as people realised it was Call of Duty, they instantly were like, oh shit. It's like, what? It's like, you just said it looked good, and then as soon as the guy's crosshair moved over his teammate and you could see the name in like the Call of Duty text, everyone was just like, okay, I don't like this game anymore.
I think it did start off good, but then when it got to the shooting, it was kind of meh. But like the space stuff looked really good. I do think that people are just like stupid. Like I'm gonna like Call of Duty fans. Oh, I want Call of Duty to like go back how it was, and then they make like, well, no, I want a new Call of Duty basically is what they're like, and then they're like fucking, they get a new Call of Duty. This isn't Call of Duty, like that basically. Fucking just crying all the fucking time.
I have provided a picture of the Call of Duty 4 remaster. His finger's not on the trigger. His hand has clipped through the grenade launcher and is holding the barrel of the gun. So nice. I'm not really anticipating this remaster to be any good.
That's amazing.
Oh, and the rocks are floating off the ground as well.
Oh my god, I didn't. Yeah, that is pretty bad. Okay, yeah. So basically, they showed fucking Call of Duty for at least 8 fucking minutes, and it just went on for so long. 8 minutes that could have been spent on other games. Exclusive games at that. Like the PlayStation 4 has exclusive games coming out, but they show fucking
like Shenmue. They could have shown Shenmue instead.
Fuck off.
They could have shown like an 8 minute like time lapse of this Kickstarter money that was just being burnt away, like the Joker in Dark Knight, burning the money.
Oh fucking hell. Anyway,
and then after they show Shenmue, it cuts to fucking Star Citizen, and all that money getting burnt away as well.
So all the Kickstarters is ruined.
Fucking people who subscribed, like you can subscribe to keep on putting money in every month or whatever, right? This dude had put up at least $800 into it. What a meme, dude. All right.
Honestly, like when the Shenmue Kickstarter happened, and I started to realize what was happening, I was like, I've been had, like that basically.
Fucking hell.
But fucking like people were still defending it, and I was like, you shouldn't be giving like any more, like if you paid for this, you shouldn't be giving any more money. And like, no, give them all the money, like fuck off, you idiot. Yeah. Lego Star Wars, don't care about it.
I wish the Lego games would hurry up and go ahead and like, why hasn't Lego Star Wars added multiplayer online?
The first one had multiplayer online, but then they started to remove online on every single other Lego game afterwards.
Like, I'm glad that they have it. I'm not saying take away the offline fucking online shit, but I mean, at least give us an option for the online, you know?
I think it would be pretty good online. Like, I think I would play them more if they're online. Because, like, I don't like playing like them by myself. I've got, like, 3 of them on Steam, and, like, I really liked the original Star Wars game because it was, like, online and stuff, and it was really fun. But this new one is probably not going to do well. not. It's not. They're probably gonna just do like a remaster at the end when all the rest of the trilogy's out, the new trilogy.
Then they'll add all 9 games together.
Yeah.
Remastered for the Xbox One, PS4. Yeah, I can see that.
But holy shit, guys! Crash Bandicoot is back. He's back. But not really though, is he?
No. Who the hell? No one. It's the game. It's the remaster that people wanted, but they wanted a new game. So I don't know why they just didn't give a new game.
Yeah. Should do Crash Bandicoot Generations, dude. That was epic.
Yeah, that would be good actually. Like all the best levels from like the first few Crash games and all that stuff. That would be good actually. That would be really good.
To do like the remake, the free, because it's the free in it. The free
yeah.
games. Well, the free. The first free.
People are freaking out over it, but like, there's no reason to get excited about a remaster of like, if it's like a. I don't know if they mean remaster or remake because they kept on saying remaster.
What was it like? Was it? I can't remember if it said remake or remaster from the ground up. And if you look at the Ratchet and Clank thing they did, what did they call the Ratchet and Clank? Was that a remaster or a remake from the ground up?
Why the fuck did they make a Ratchet and Clank movie? Why'd they do that?
It wasn't a reboot, was it? Because it was just the first game just remade, wasn't it?
I think it was still different though to be considered a reboot. The movie is meant to. The game is meant to be based off on the movie as well, so it's like it takes the cutscenes from the movie in the game. It's like PS2 era fucking like movie license games. Yeah, I'm not really interested in Crash Bandicoot remaster or whatever the fuck. And then they showed like Crash and fucking Skylanders. Like no one cares about fucking Skylanders. Get that shit out of it.
I was like, why? Like, is Skylanders a kids game?
Yeah.
Like, why would they be watching E3?
It's the Spyro thing. It's like Skylanders is like the Spyro thing.
But with the action
yeah, the action figures, yeah.
Don't get that at all.
And then Kojima.
Oh, Norman Reedus' butthole. Oh yeah. Oh, he's got so many USBs on his neck.
As soon as Norman Reedus was like revealed, I thought this is probably going to be like PT, like the actual game and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm pretty like. There's no reason to be excited for it because it's probably going to be like years before we even play the game and stuff. But
I'll bet you it's an island survival game.
Honestly, nothing made sense in the trailer. Like it could be literally anything, and I don't know what's going to happen. And it interests me. It was really good. I thought it was a good trailer. And I really like Kojima as well.
I think it's gonna be shit.
It's Kojima, so you just hope it won't be shit. But that teaser or whatever it was just fucking terrible. Like it was one of those things you watch it and the title screen came up and you was just like, what?
Which one? Death Stranding?
Yeah, you just what was it? What?
Yeah, it was like
what?
Like, there's no idea what was going on. I look forward to like theories of that shit. To be honest, a fan theory. No cringe alert. Kyle, what did you think of it?
Well, I enjoyed. I always enjoy the audience reaction to him coming out. You know, like, and that's like the best part, honestly. Just like because
and the moving platform that he was too fast for.
Oh, that was a good meme. I noticed that as well.
Oh yeah, I seen a video where like he fell like off the stage and stuff because he like went too far ahead of the platform.
Yeah, it's like white tiles rising up from the ground. He just like walks off of it.
But Spider-Man, that looks honestly Spider-Man made by like the Ratchet and Clank people. Sign me up, sign me right up. That's gonna be.
I hope that's good.
I really hope it's good as well. PS4 exclusive though, so I'll get fucked, idiots.
Oh my fucking god! Well, I'm not playing that then, so I'll see you later.
I'll stream it. Don't worry, I'll stream it.
After the Sony conference, I really wanted to buy a PS4.
I think they should have announced like a PS4 Slim or something to entice people to buy one if they were.
I thought they were announcing like a souped up PS4. Weren't they gonna do that?
Yeah. The best they're gonna do that, but not now. But they've confirmed it.
They've confirmed it. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing that's why Xbox kind of just showed their CGI like... B-roll, their 4K. Fucking oh my god.
Okay. Days Gone gameplay. We kind of covered that already. Yeah.
It was
games
awful.
that should have been in the conference montage.
Yeah.
What was that? What does that mean?
There was a trailer afterwards, and it showed like exclusive games for PS4 only. That should have been in the conference. Like there's like Persona 5 and stuff, and there's like all these games and stuff, like Kingdom Hearts and all that stuff. none of it was shown. For Days Gone gameplay, that would look fucking awful.
Yeah, it did look terrible.
I honestly thought that Sony's press conference was really, really bad. I didn't enjoy it at all.
I liked it.
I think it was good. I think it was entertaining, like as a conference to show what they wanted to show and stuff. It was nowhere near as bad as fucking Xboxes. Like what Kyle said, it was. It actually flowed well and stuff. It wasn't scattered at all.
I just didn't like compare it to last year. Like, say what you want about the Shenmue reveal and all that stuff. Like, they announced
last year was.
They announced fucking the Last Guardian. Like, they announced a release date for it, pretty much. They announced fucking Shenmue and then fucking Final Fantasy VII remastered. That's the things that people fucking.
And then still haven't heard anything about Final Fantasy VII remastered. Nothing. No one knows about it if it exists.
Like, those are the free games that people have wanted, and like people wanted other games fully from the Sony thing, and they just did not deliver. They delivered on fucking a God of War reboot that no one wants, probably. Well, apparently everyone wants it now because Kratos is a caring character because he killed a deer in such a nice way. What a nice guy. Fuck him. I'm pretty mad about that God of War thing because it's so fucking awful in every single way. But people liked it, and I don't understand.
I might have to look at that one because I was never a big God of War fan. I knew pretty much. Like I will go looking for a lot of videos over the years. I've seen a lot of God of War 1 and 2, but I never played them. And then I played God of War 3, and I thought it was really good. And yeah, I guess I'll have to look at this video and give it a determine if they've destroyed the series just like they've destroyed Gears of War 3. Isn't that funny? God of War, Gears of War, so close, and they're both destroyed.
Basically, like the fourth game in the series, pretty much.
Oh, it's also the fourth. Jesus Christ! Time to kill off this.
E3 of 4 is pretty much. There's like Call of Duty 4 remaster and all that stuff. Dead Rising 4, Gears of War 4. Yeah, that's pretty much of the 4s. Fallout 4 DLC.
Yeah.
But yeah.
One day I'll play Fallout 4 when it's $5. And all the DLC, I'd say 50. I'll pay 15 for the game and all the DLCs, just to see what it's like.
Yeah, I think Sony barely get a free from me. It's not the best conference. It wasn't the best.
I give it an 8.
I'm not really judging these based on the games. Like I said, I'm more so judging them based on how the audience reacts and how professional the conference is and how genuine it seems. You know, how true to like their awareness levels of like what people want and what people don't want to see, and how much do they include that. It's just like you question what were they thinking, and how much of their conferences stuff that you can tell the audience and people watching approve of, even if they're not going to go play it themselves.
I think people are just too quick to lick frickin' Sony's ass because Sony's press conference, then I guess we should rate it. I guess we did rate it, didn't we? I give it a 3, just a 3 though, and it's not the best conference. I'd give it an 8.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Nose, what do you give it?
I don't know. I'd give it probably like a 6. If Days Gone wasn't shown twice, it'd have played a bit better. If there was something like, even if it was when the Days Gone trailer came on, even if it was just like a Shenmue thing or like a Final Fantasy VII thing, even though I don't care about those games, if it was just like a screenshot saying we're actually doing something, this is actually a kind of thing, don't worry, your money's not being wasted, I'd have rated it like a 7, maybe one more. But Days Gone being shown twice just confused me. But yeah, Days Gone was terrible, so I'll say a 6.
I don't give it. I'd say it's probably the best one. I don't really consider the other. Like, I never understood developer, or like I think it makes sense to have the big 2, 3, the big 3 have a conference. But when they have developer conferences, like a Bethesda conference, it's just like
they probably feel like they've got enough games to show off, but it doesn't really feel like they had enough games at all.
Yeah, I can understand why EA have one, but the other developers.
I kind of write off developer conferences, like these Ubisoft, Bethesda, EA. I just kind of write them off because, like,
well, if the rank come through Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, then Sony won. But
easily. Although I've never played Zelda. Zelda did look pretty cool. I know we're not there yet, but that's all I was gonna say.
Anyone even watch Zeldas?
I didn't watch it, but I watched like footage afterwards and stuff. Because it was at one, like something like Madman o'clock. Well, for us.
No, it was like normal time for us. It was like 5 o'clock.
Oh, was it? Shit. Oh well.
They only showed off one game though, and it was the new Zelda. Like the picture.
Yeah. I actually did look pretty cool, to be honest.
It did.
But
It did
I'm not a
look
Zelda
pretty
guy,
awesome.
so.
I don't know. It'll be a good game. I wish they would have showed more like other games at the Nintendo. Like that right there just shows that Nintendo just really doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Because what other game? When you think about it, what games did Zelda or did Nintendo release this year? They released Mario Party and Star Fox.
Splatoon, right? Oh no.
No, that was last year.
Well, no, that was that before E3 last year?
Yeah, it was.
Oh shit. I don't know. I don't know Wii U.
It's like it's been so long since they've like actually, because you think about the Wii, after like the first 2 years they just didn't really release anything, and then they released Skyward Sword, and then it was like, okay, let's make the Wii U a year early. And now now that NX is coming out, are they still planning on releasing Breath of the Wild on Wii U and NX? What's going to be the big difference though? Is it just going to look better on the NX?
No one knows. No one even. I think the NX is also going to be like basically recapturing the Wii audience, so it's not even going to be that powerful of a console probably.
What a fucking hunk of shit.
The thing is though, they didn't show anything about like the DS or anything, did they?
They actually showed Pokemon. They showed Pokemon.
Oh yeah, they showed Pokemon, didn't they?
Yeah, that's Pokemon really, isn't it? I suppose. But is it time for a new portable?
No.
If they're gonna
No,
replace the DS,
I
or
don't think so.
They
the
brought
DS
out
gonna last for ages?
They might. I think they should make a more powerful DS that they can make more like a DS2 or something. But
Do you reckon they saw like what happened to the Vita and just thought, okay, people like the DS, there's no point in ruining what works.
it kind of sucks though, because it's gonna start becoming underpowered, right? It's not gonna have enough power to run these new games.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't know. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I watched the trailer twice. It looks fucking dope. The whole fact that the wind interacts with the environment, like he made a fire and then he cut down some trees, the trees blew into the fire, then set the field on fire. That was pretty cool. He was like just in this like big ass field, and on the fucking cliff there was a giant monster walking around. Like that's pretty dope. Nothing's really been revealed about the story, I don't think, right? There's like a new armor mechanic. You can make yourself armor and stuff. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
you can play the game totally naked as well.
Yeah.
Isn't there a rumor that you don't actually have to play the story to finish the game?
No, you can go straight to Ganon apparently in the game as well.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see speedruns.
Yeah,
Let me get my Wii U. I'm about to get world record.
the game starts. It starts. There's like a little cutscene, and then you're immediately out in the world, and it sounds really fast.
Yeah, like open world games that allow you to fucking do whatever the fuck you want and just finish the game right away without doing shit. That's kind of cool.
There's probably tutorials in there, but like it doesn't seem as fast as the other Zelda games.
I don't know. That's all I can say about it. It looks pretty cool, but I didn't watch the whole fucking 6-hour showcase that they had of it. The enemies look kind of cool. I'm glad that they went back to cell shading graphics though, because I didn't play Wind Waker because it was cell shaded like that, right? And I thought, oh, this is fucking stupid. So that's when I stopped playing Zelda, and then I played the HD remake, and I was like, okay, well this game's actually pretty good. And then I played the Twilight Princess remake, and I was like, oh wow, this is kind of fucking whatever, you know? So yeah.
Are we ever gonna rest that, by the way?
I don't know. I'm still waiting to beat that game. After I got my Wii U back, I still haven't plugged it in. Yeah. But yeah, it looks pretty cool.
I give
releasing
Nintendo. Yeah, it comes out next year in March.
In the
I think.
spring. Oh, that's
yeah, it's about the spring, about the start. Yeah.
right on. I'll give it a 5. They showed 2 games. They showed a lot. They showed a ton of Zelda though. Like they showed a lot of the game. So who knows what else they're adding to it?
They could have showed way more games. So let's be real. They could have showed.
Yeah.
There's a game that got released on the day that they showed the Zelda game, and they could have showed that off a little bit. Like it's called Rhythm Heaven, and I really like the Rhythm Heaven games. I think they're pretty good. But I didn't even know that game came out like until a week after the like pretty much recently. And if they just showed that off and just said, "Oh yeah, it's how it's coming," it came out like right now, then I'll be able to like play it. But like I haven't turned on my 3DS in so long that I just can't be bothered. I
So
haven't turned on the Wii U either in a long time, and like there's no really reason to.
there's no
until
reason
it's
to
been-
right now. There's just
Yeah.
no point. I probably won't turn it on until I get the new Zelda game.
I'm
Play it.
I'm also surprised that Nintendo didn't do anything for like it's been like 20 years. Like I think next week is the like 20th anniversary of like Mario 64, and they could have like done something for that.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a Twitter post.
Yeah, just a Twitter post. That's it. But I give them a 1.5. It was better than EA's, and it was better than
Better than Sony's.
uh,
Yeah, I don't know. What would you guys rate E3? Well, Nazar, go ahead and rate Nintendo.
I didn't watch it, and I don't own a Nintendo console, and I haven't played a Zelda game, so I can't really rate it. But like the game looked good.
How about Pokemon? You didn't get Moon or whatever. it is?
No, I don't own a 3DS or anything. So
How about you, Kyle?
Rating it overall,
Yeah, what do you think about Zelda?
Nintendo.
Nintendo. I will never be able to get back into those games again. You know, I played them when I was very young. I played the Game Boy games when I was young, and I don't know. Like, I'd like to leave it at that. I'd like to just leave it like that's. I played those games then. I enjoy the more mature games now. You know what I'm looking for in games. I've kind of made it clear. Like, can't get into them anymore. Not my type of game.
How would you rate E3 as a whole then? Everyone.
Well,
That's,
as a whole, it seems like
it's
yes.
the worst. It's the worst E3 in a long time.
What
to
do
be
I
honest.
hear about it after it's over? Not much of anything, and there have been E3s that, without even knowing really what went on, you just kind of hear like, "Oh, it was real great." Everybody seems to say it was this one was real great. I'm not really hearing that about this one, so it must not have been very great overall. And from what I saw, we had a pretty good conference. Sony had a pretty good conference, and Microsoft had an awful conference, and
EA's conference was shit.
probably
Bethesda-
overall
yeah.
just mediocre.
I think now we know why Bethesda never did E3 conferences before.
The only reason they did it last year is because they had Fallout. to
Because you
show.
got Fallout 4, yeah, but I don't know why they even bothered doing one this year. They didn't have anything. They had Quake, and that's it.
And well, they must think that the Summit is going to do well because they spent 20 minutes talking about the fucking thing.
I guess in a way, like when I look at the new Zelda game, it's like, well, if I had to buy a game and it had to be either the new Zelda or the new Final Fantasy, what would I buy? Well, I know for a fact I would buy the new Final Fantasy, even if I know nothing about it, just based off. I mean, in a way, like it's kind of a similar game. I mean, you know, is it that much different? Are they that much different from each other? One's just a bit more, you know, is a bit more mature of a game. It's the target audience is clearly an older age group for Final Fantasy. It's like, I don't know, I'd pick that over the new Zelda. I just can't really get into it. I feel like I also, like I said, I feel like I've played the game before. I played Ocarina of Time. I played Majora's Mask. When I see video of the new one, I basically just see something I already played. Better graphics, maybe better physics. It's like, I don't know. Can't really. I'm too critical.
You're critical. I just freaking like completely just shut down everyone who said anything good about the Sony press conference.
Are we still? I think if developers ever listen to this, don't use a weapon wheel because that's stupid, and stop doing open world games because there's too many of them now.
Yeah, there's way too many. Like at the bottom of the
and zombie games, unless it's a good zombie game,
And
like a really
games.
intense, like suspenseful zombie game, not just oh look at this, you can shoot all these zombies, epic.
And quit trying to make fucking movies out of your shit games.
Unless it's a good game that could do well as a movie.
Like
Bioshock. Literally one game. I suppose Last of Us could do one, but the game is a movie, so no. There you go. There's
Yeah.
one, but no point. Like Bioshock as a game is fairly like short and could do it. Like the concept could do pretty well.
Yeah, at the bottom of the page there, I counted the polar games, and it was 39 games shown, and 20 of them are open world. And I fucking hate open world games.
You hurt open world games? Or why do you run GTA games, mate? Cool.
because like they're good open world games. Like every single open world game that was shown at E3 was a, as I like to call it, a Ubisoft open world game.
Okay, clunky and boring and shit.
Yeah, like
Epic.
collectathon fucking boring as fuck.
No, but they're not even good collectathons either.
But yeah,
Should be,
I'm
uh,
just
I'd rate the E3 at Sony out of 10. So I'd give it. They were like the only people that showed up. The rest of them were pointless. Like EA, the only fucking company that could probably get away with doing a thing. Like Ubi do it because they actually just show a shitload of shit. Whereas EA could do that, and this year they didn't do anything. They didn't show fucking other than like 7 years of Battlefield 1. Although they did wait like 20 years to show that.
yeah. They showed Battlefield at least 3 times, the same trailer during the whole event as well. But yeah, I'm just kind of a disappointing E3 overall, I think. And
Yeah, the fact Ubisoft one of the 3 developers shows how bad of an E3 it was.
Yeah. I mean, like Ubisoft aren't going to show anything interesting next year. I can guarantee it because
Watch Dogs 2
unless they show
DLC.
unless they show like Rayman or a new Rayman game, they won't have South Park because it's
No,
coming.
there'll
out
be
this
an
year,
Assassin's
so-
Creed game next year.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Assassin's Creed game, hopefully a good Trials. That'll be like the South Park of this year. If they were actually announce or show like a Trials game that's not shit. Other than that, I can't think of anything they'd do.
What Sony need to do, I think, if they want to improve, they need to announce more games. Like, not announce more games, show more games that are exclusive, and show Shenmue.
Show more games that are exclusive. Show Shenmue. Shenmue won't be an exclusive, so
It's on PC. It's on PC and
epic
PS4.
load times, dude.
Yeah.
Speed.
I can't wait to not get it. Maybe I bet they're gonna port over the other ones too, right?
Yeah, I hope they do as well, because like the Xbox One is like really good, like for speedrunning. So I hope, apart from the end of the game, is like a 40-minute freaking auto scroll. But like you skip like 6 hours of the game due to glitches, so it must be a pretty good speed game. But yeah, overall just pretty shit.
And the other games they showed, only notable ones were Mafia 3,
Steve.
Bad Rats 2. No, they're like
Oh,
actual,
Psychonauts too.
not,
Psychonauts.
not in the thing. They showed Psychonauts, and they showed that they didn't just ruin the art style of that game, which was kind of cool, even though it was in VR, but still. And what was the other game? There was one more. I've forgotten it. They showed one more game, but well, like outside of the conferences, obviously they showed one more game, but I don't know what that was. Like, relevant, I think.
But yeah, meh. That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we play the end here, Kyle?
Oh, what do we always do? No.
You guys are serious.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, Rydog.
Oh yeah.
No, Rydog, no!
You bring it back to the brain power. Ooh.
This belongs on our competitors' podcast, so they can dig
Yeah,
themselves
right.
deeper
Feel
into
free
a
to
hole.
join the competitors and play some epic memes.
Oh man, it's the end of Serious Individuals episode 1. Just wait, where's the talking over? Oh, there it is. Wait, Kyle, you have to do your closing statements, Kyle. You have to sign it out.
Okay. Oh man.
And you have to thank our esteemed guests of the Fast Cast.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
You
Jeez.
guys, do you guys have a place we can plug you?
Jeez, God. Jesus,
you waiting for
don't
the
make it
first
so obvious
episode?
that I'm not prepared.
TBD, dude, TBD.
So before we end, I want to thank the 2 members, the hosts of the Fast Cast, for coming on. Do you guys want to do any promotional things right now? You want to promote yourselves? Okay, go ahead.
Fastcast is for speedy gamers. Nice meeting.
Everyone should know that.
Our first episode. This is hot off the press. When the final ESA announcement are done, the final ESA schedule, there will be a Fastcast discussing the final ESA schedule.
Oh, is there really? That's going to be pretty good then. I like that idea.
We'll hopefully have. I don't know if they'll watch this, but we will hopefully have the ASMR gamers, Scotty and Carl K, to discuss the schedule. We may also invite serious individuals as well if they would like to join.
I think that's too many people. If there's like us 2, then Kalka and Gory, then
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Well,
at least Rydog could join because he's attending. So.
What do you think about that, Kyle? You've just
It
been shut out of
depends.
the Fast Cast because you're not going to the event.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Nice job, Fastcast, on promoting yourselves. Maybe you guys can finally get an episode out there to the public instead of just mooching off The more professional podcasts out there, like serious individuals, or come on, guys, come on. What do you have to say about that? Are you gonna get something? Are you gonna finally get a podcast out there for the world to hear?
Just wait for the ESA schedule to be finally finished, and then we'll become professional gamers.
We're going to talk about the schedule.
Talk about all the video games that will be played.
All right. Sounds good. I mean, sounds good.
You just found out about, but I just thought of it as a good idea. So.
Time to go. We've had a good podcast.